LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air.
Pitch. Oh, strike three. Inside corner. Punched him out.
This is exclusive live coverage of Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Space hit into right. Coming in to score is Pearson. And the Tigers take a 10-9 lead. Hey now.
Brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Now for the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show. Cajun Country Rice. Rice from Louisiana farms to your table. Live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball starts now. From inside the booth with the call of the game, here is the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
No weather to dodge today. An absolutely gorgeous spring afternoon here in Northeast Mississippi as we move to Game 2 in this SEC series with the homestanding Ole Miss Rebels battling your #1 ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair along with Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez. Our straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studios. Jacob Beck welcoming you to Oxford University Stadium, Swayze Field, here on the campus of the University of Mississippi in Oxford for today's play-by-play story. Last night it was a later start after heavy rain in the area, but once again LSU got up early, fell behind midway through, and then in the blink of the eye, the Tigers pounced, led by a grand slam for Tommy White, his 3rd on the year. Tigers went on to win 7-3, pick up their 10th conference win of the season. Paul Skeens, the starter for LSU, was again Skeens-like with 11 strikeouts on the night. Griffin Herring was phenomenal in relief. And now today, Coach Jay Johnson looking for Ty Floyd's best start on the year, while Ole Miss welcomes the return of Hunter Elliott, very instrumental part of last year's national title pitching staff. Elliott's been on the shelf after pitching just 5 innings in the season opener way back against Delaware. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. The weather is here. The crowd is here. Glad you are as well. Game 2 from Oxford. It's Ole Miss, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From
Jake,
game day to the
all
offseason,
of the bumpers,
Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan.
Okay.
Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU.
And then just let it tail
Hancock
out.
Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Getting you ready for the first pitch of LSU baseball. We continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here in Oxford, a beautiful day on the Ole Miss campus here at Swayze Field. Game 2 of the series between LSU and Ole Miss. It's time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU catcher Alex Milazzo. Alex, congratulations on the win last night. Just your thoughts, first of all, behind the plate, catching Paul Skeens and Griffin Herring. Those guys were both exceptional.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people talked about the offense, of how our offense responded to going down 2-3 and getting that lead right back. But I think something that goes unnoticed was Paul Skeens gave up. He made one mistake, and they put a good swing on it, but I thought he did an exceptional job of staying in the zone and keeping their hitters off balance. And then Griffin Herring did an awesome job, and I was super proud of him for coming in that game and 3-inning stretch. He shut them down. I think they only got 1, maybe 2 base runners on when Griffin came in. And I thought overall our staff did an awesome job of staying in that zone, keeping their hitters off balance, and just competing. And Griffin going 3 innings really helped us bullpen-wise, so only using 2 arms last night was big for us going forward.
And of course, not only did you catch a heck of a game, as Coach Josh Jordan just told us, also offensively, you continue to make big-time contributions, Alex. That RBI 2-out base hit in the 8th. Talk about that, what it meant to the club.
Yeah, anytime I go up there, I just try to compete and give my team a really good at-bat. And even if it means you're getting out, my goal has always been to find a way on base or work that pitch count and get that starter out. That way we can start taxing that bullpen. And being in that 9-hole and knowing the guys I got behind me, I don't care how I get on base. It's just I want to be able to be on base when those guys come up, because they have every pitch they have an opportunity to put the ball at the yard or hit a big extra base hit. So anytime I can get on and help our team, that's what I try to do. And last night with 2 strikes, I was able to put a good swing on it and hit one up the middle for an RBI.
Finally, Alex, just your thoughts on Ty Floyd, a teammate of yours for 3 years. You know him well. Talk about his strengths and your thoughts on him facing this Ole Miss lineup.
Yeah, Ty's got incredible poise on the mound, just like Skeens. And, that's what you get out of veteran guys like those 2 right there as starters. They have the ability to flush whatever happens. If something doesn't go their way, it's just the next pitch. And, Ty does a great job of competing out there. And, he's worked his butt off, and he's developed some really good secondary pitches. And obviously everybody knows he's got a great fastball. So I look forward to him going out there and competing against this lineup. And I don't want it to go unnoticed either. Ole Miss has a heck of a lineup, and dang near every guy can run it out the yard here. So I look for Ty to keep the hitters off balance and kind of do a lot of what Skeens did last night. So I'm excited to watch him work today.
All right, Alex, so are we. We appreciate it. Again, congrats on last night. Look forward to today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Tigers.
Alex Milazzo with us, talking with Tigers. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesmaned the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart savings strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
We are back on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show with LSU Fighting Tiger baseball on the way. First, time to take a trip around the SEC on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here getting set, ready for Game 2 in Oxford as both the Rebels and Tigers meeting respective Tigers in left field, Rebels in right field, as we get ready for the matchup here today. The Tigers last night taking Game 1 by a final of 7-3. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Just visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. Interesting scores last night. The top 10 across the country suffering losses, plenty of those in the SEC. Let's go around the SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? Once again, way over here to my right in this giant press box, Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez. Bill, it's an exciting day here in Oxford. They've got a great SEC baseball game. They got some kind of country concert tonight at Vaught Hemingway. The excitement is abuzz here in the hamlet of Oxford, but let's check on what's happening around the rest of the Southeastern Conference.
Absolutely. It is a picture postcard day here today in Oxford. Looking forward to a great atmosphere and a great ball game between the Tigers and the Rebels. We'll get you up to date on what's been happening in the Southeastern Conference. We'll call up yesterday's scores first and get you caught up as we enter play today. First of all, last night in Lexington, Kentucky, Game 1 of the Texas A&M Kentucky series was postponed due to rain, so they are now scheduled to play a doubleheader today as the Wildcats will meet the Aggies in Lexington. Last night in 12 innings, Tennessee defeated Vanderbilt by a final score of 4-3. That game taking place at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in Knoxville. In Game 2 of the series between Arkansas and Georgia in Athens, the series began back on Thursday night. Georgia defeated Arkansas yesterday 7-3. Georgia also won Game 1 back on Thursday, so Georgia has won the first 2 games of that series against Arkansas, which entered the weekend ranked number 5 in the nation. Also with a series victory already is South Carolina. The Gamecocks are playing host to Florida this weekend in Columbia. Yesterday's win by Carolina was by a final score of 5-2. The Gamecocks had also defeated the Gators 13-3, a 7-inning run rule game back on Thursday night. So South Carolina has won the first 2 games of its series with Florida. Florida entered the weekend ranked number 3, South Carolina number 6. Meanwhile, Game 1 in Auburn and Mississippi State last night. Auburn edged Mississippi State by a final score of 2-1. Game 1 in Columbia, Missouri between Alabama and Missouri. Alabama with the victory over the Missouri Tigers by a final score of 6-4. So there are games now underway today in SEC play. So we'll get you up to date on what's happening. There's a real kind of a shocking score in Knoxville. Tennessee, as we said, won last night over Vanderbilt 4-3 in 12 innings. This game has just now gone final, not nearly as close. Tennessee wins again, this time by a final score of 17-1. Tennessee over Vanderbilt 17-1 today, so the Volunteers have won the first 2 games of that series. Vanderbilt entered the weekend as the top team in the SEC in the SEC standings and ranked number 4 in the nation. They've dropped their first 2 games to Tennessee in Knoxville. Meanwhile, other games just underway. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Game 3 between Arkansas and Georgia. There's no score. Top of the 1st inning just underway. Game 1 of a doubleheader today in Lexington. Texas A&M did not score in the 1st inning. They go to the bottom of the 1st at Kentucky. Florida looking to try to win or salvage a Game 3 at South Carolina, but South Carolina off to an early lead. Gamecocks looking to sweep the Gators. They're in the top of the 3rd inning right now. South Carolina leads Florida by a score of 3-1. Of course, our game here in Oxford will start at 2 p.m. Central Time. Also at 2 o'clock, Mississippi State is at Auburn. At 5 o'clock, Alabama is at Missouri. Also at 5 o'clock, game 2 of the doubleheader between Texas A&M and Kentucky is scheduled to be played. And give you a quick update on the SEC standings as they are at the moment. Vanderbilt still in first place in the East at 13-4. South Carolina at 12-4, right behind the Commodores. Kentucky is 10-5. Florida is now 11-6. Tennessee is 7-10. Georgia is 6-11. And Missouri is 5-11 in the SEC West. LSU right now is in first place in the West. The Tigers have a better winning percentage than does Arkansas, though LSU has played 2 fewer games than the Razorbacks. LSU right now is 10-5 in the league. Arkansas is 11-6. Texas A&M is 7-8. Alabama is 7-9. Auburn 6-10. Mississippi State 5-11, and Ole Miss at 3-13, Chris, and that's where we are heading into today's play.
Thank you, Bill. That's Around the SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? Tiger fans, a reminder, busy Saturday, no problem. The LSU Sports Radio Network broadcast can be found on your mobile device, live with the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. All you have to do, download the app from the iTunes Store or Google Play, the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. So, coming up, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers. Again, a return for Ole Miss. Ty Floyd going for LSU. We'll get all the deets from Bill Franques as we continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck show on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball. Back with more on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck show. Time to break down the game's starting pitchers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back. Getting ready for Game 2 here on this Saturday. Time now to take a look at the starting pitchers. Before that, want to remind you today's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. To take a look at today's starters for both the Rebels and the Tigers. Once again, here's Bill Franques. Bill?
Well, Hunter Elliott gets the start today for Ole Miss. He hasn't pitched since the opening weekend of the season. He pitched against Delaware through 5 innings, recorded 9 strikeouts, but then had some discomfort after the game. It was discovered he had a sprained UCL, sprained ligament in his left elbow, so he has not pitched since the opening weekend of the season, but he was one of their 2 aces last year. He and Dylan DeLucia combined to lead Ole Miss to the national championship last year. In fact, Elliott was the starting pitcher in the final game of the College World Series, worked over 6 innings as Ole Miss defeated Oklahoma to win the national championship, and Elliott was a huge part of the Rebels storyline in winning that national title as he came on in early April as a full-time starter. Pitched against LSU last year in Baton Rouge and got a victory.
He is 6'3", 205-pound, the lefty out of Tupelo, Mississippi. And again, he's only pitched in that one game back in the opening weekend against Delaware. In that game, Elliott got the win. His record is 1-0. He has a 3.60 ERA. He worked 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. So he's recovering from that sprained UCL. The question is, how long will he pitch today? The conventional wisdom appears to be maybe he'd throw 50 to 55 pitches. So we'll see how that works, and we'll see how LSU fares against Elliott, making his return after a very long absence. He has an outstanding fastball from the left side. He can really run it up there into the low to mid 90s, but his signature pitch is a changeup. It's about 10 miles per hour slower than his fastball, and he's very effective with the changeup combined with a 4-seam fastball. The 4-seam fastball has a lot of rise and run to it, so a lot of movement, and he throws it from a low angle, and he complements that 4-seamer with a very effective changeup. Meanwhile, Ty Floyd, the veteran starter for LSU, the right-hander out of Rockmart, Georgia, Ty on the year is undefeated. Record of 5-0, has a 3.92 ERA. This will be his 8th start this season. He's worked 39 innings. He's allowed 25 hits, 17 earned runs, walked 17, and struck out 40, allowing just a 181 opponent batting average. But again, the issue with Ty, especially in this small ballpark that is very homer friendly, is that he has allowed the most home runs on the LSU staff. He's allowed 7 so far this season, and this is a very potent Ole Miss lineup. Despite their 3-13 SEC record, their offense is still among the best in the league. So Ty certainly will be challenged in this part by the Ole Miss hitters. Again, he needs to use his fastball, as he always does, has that great fastball at 95 to 96 miles per hour. And he, as Alex Milazzo told us a little while ago here in the pregame show, he's worked very hard on his secondary pitches. And if he can throw those secondary pitches, the slider and the changeup for strikes, he's got a great opportunity for success today, Chris.
All right, Bill, again, the starting pitchers for the Ole Miss Rebels, sophomore lefty Hunter Elliott, and as Bill just told you, junior right-hander Ty Floyd going for the Tigers. Coming up, I had a chance to visit with head coach Jay Johnson. Thoughts on last night's Game 1 win and what to expect from Hunter Elliott and the Rebels here in Game 2. It's all coming up. Again, fans this season, Cajun Country Rice giving Tiger fans the chance to honor their favorite home chef and crown them as an all-star MVP. So again, if you want to nominate your favorite home chef, just visit CajunCountryRice.com/LSU Tigers. Submit the name, and they could be a winner. Back after this on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zuschlaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit SolarSupplyLuxair.com to learn about working with Luxair. The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trench Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trench Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trench Safety has you covered. Go Tigers! The Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods.
This is Richard Zuschlaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
as we continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. It's time to visit with the top Tiger. This visit with LSU skipper Jay Johnson, presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics, on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Getting ready for Game 2. The weather is certainly much nicer than yesterday. No problems today. Sunshine, 70 degrees. Tigers taking on Ole Miss after taking last night's Game 1. And Coach had to start a little later, finished a little later, but great job by the Tigers, something we've seen a lot this year. Get a lead, see some adversity, and then bounce back quickly.
Yeah, it's a good win for our team. I think going through SEC play, we have several games we can point to as kind of the model of how we want to play and how we want to win. And I would put last night's game in that as well. It's a good job, collective effort by the team.
Yeah, again, Paul Skeens, another great night on the mound. I particularly took note of Griffin Herring, a guy that you have a lot of confidence in. He certainly bounced back last night, gave you a solid outing.
Yeah, really proud of Griffin for sure. Did a great job. As you said, last weekend was probably his first adversity. And to get that type of response and that type of poise and that type of situation shows just how much we trust him and how good a future he has pitching here at LSU.
I know talking to you all this week, I'm making our way here to Oxford. You said, I don't care about Ole Miss's record. They're playing at home. They have SEC talent. They've got solid talent. And again, today we're going to see the return of Hunter Elliott, which I know brings some challenges.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they had a great pitcher last year in Dylan DeLucia, but it was Dylan DeLucia and Hunter Elliott that basically carried him to the national championship. So we're going to have to stay committed to our plan today. And if we do, hopefully we can get that pitch count up early, and we can get him out of the game fast, because with 8 weeks off, I can't imagine him going more than like 50 pitches.
What is the key today for Ty Floyd? Obviously, when he is on, he's as effective as anybody in the SEC. But also, are you looking to maybe see him be more successful a little longer to keep some arms, or you feel good where you're at in the bullpen?
I feel good where we're at in the bullpen, but it will certainly go a long ways. I think some of our best wins this year have been when Ty's pitched and pitched deep in the game. I think about Arkansas. I think about Tennessee. And if we can get that kind of performance tonight, it'll give us the best chance of success.
Well, Coach, good news is we're going to start on time today. The weather is great. Best of luck. Get after him.
Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll take a timeout, come back. It's starting lineup time, and then first pitch, Game 2. Ole Miss hosting your Tigers here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
First pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball is just moments away. Time now for the starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Proudly helping Louisiana business stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday for over 40 years. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the Cintas starting lineup. But now time for your game day weather report brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages? Never. Get a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Keep the power in your hands. Beautiful day, mostly sunny, 69 degrees. We'll have nothing but sunshine the rest of the day until sunset. So a perfect setting for SEC college baseball. Time now for the Cintas starting lineup. First, we'll start with the homestanding Ole Miss Rebels, 21-17, 3-13 their conference mark. They'll lead it off again with center fielder Ethan Groff, senior, batting .320. Jacob Gonzalez, the shortstop, will bat in the second spot. He's a junior, hitting .331. Calvin Harris, behind the plate catching, will bat third. Kip Alderman will be the cleanup hitter this afternoon. The junior batting .356 with 6 home runs on the year. Anthony Calarco, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Senior, hitting .298. Ethan Leger will be the third baseman today. He will bat sixth. The junior batting .259. Will Furness, again the designated hitter. He will bat in the 7th hole. Peyton Chatinier will play second base. He will bat 8th, and T.J. McCants in right field will bat 9th. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 30-7 their overall record, 10-5 in SEC play. Gavin Dugas again atop the order, the senior second baseman, hitting .337. Trey Morgan will bat second, be in left field, the junior with a .321 average. Dylan Cruz in center field will bat third. Tommy White, the sophomore, with the grand slam, his third of the year last night. He'll bat cleanup once again. Jordan Thompson will be your shortstop, batting fifth. Cade Beloso again will be the designated hitter. He'll be in the 6th hole. Jared Jones batting 7th at first base. Josh Pearson gets the start in right field. He'll bat 8th. And Hayden Travinsky making his first start of the year behind the dish. He will catch and bat 9th. That's a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First pitch, Game 2, Ole Miss LSU, coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop over, stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House Mansion and Gardens. Visit Sugarfield Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop over spot. For more info, visit LASweetspot.com.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
17 SEC championships.
The last 5 hours in the pitch.
34 NCAA tournament appearances.
Swung on and hit the right field. Way back there.
18 trips to Omaha. 6 national titles. The powerhouse of college baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ready to roll on this Saturday afternoon as Gavin Dugas stands in to start Game 2. First pitch from Elliott misses high, and we are underway. Ball 1. Time of first pitch, 2:04 Central Time here at Swayze Field. Elliott, left-hander, working quickly. Dugas stands in. Here's the first delivery. There's a strike at the letters to even it up. 1-1. Gavin last night 1 for 4. Did score 2 runs. Strikeout victim on 3 occasions, but great to see him back in there after missing the majority of last weekend and the midweek earlier on Tuesday. The 1-1. Breaking ball off speed. Dugas way behind with that attempt. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Much bigger crowd as you would expect on a beautiful Saturday. This one fouled off. Dugas stays alive. Keep the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The fans arriving early. They're in their seats. Just a few empty seats. The outfield left and right pretty full here on this Saturday afternoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dugas, leading it off. Setting up outside is Harris, and the pitch is there and high. to even the count 2-2.
A lot more energy in the ballpark today than there was last night. Of course, the game started 2 hours late. It was cold. It was rainy. A beautiful day today, and fans are energized also because of the return of Hunter Elliott.
2-2 delivery. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Elliott able to get the fastball in on the hands, find a part of the plate. Dugas down on strikes and 1 away. It's amazing. Again, Hunter Elliott pitching the opening game of the season against Delaware. 5 innings of work. And then apparently said later that night or the next morning just didn't feel quite right. And eventually they found there was an issue, had to put him on a shelf. Morgan stands in, the first pitch off speed and upstairs for ball 1. And as Jay Johnson told us in the dugout, he was an integral part from the pitching staff perspective for that run to a national championship along with DeLucia. Part of that staff, Hunter Elliott, in 2022. Here's the 1-0 to Morgan. Again, rides in high for ball 2, 2-0. Trey last night 1 for 4, did score a run. Batting .321 on the season. And getting the start again today in left field. Here's the 2-0. In on the hands, just missed the knuckles, and it's 3-0.
Last year, Elliott threw 80 innings for Ole Miss, recorded 102 strikeouts. He started 12 games, recorded an ERA of 2.7.
3-0 pitch. Looked like Morgan was taking all the way, and it's a strike from Elliott. The breaking ball makes it 3-1. So maybe a little bit of a cutter there at about 88 miles an hour, but had some run on it. Nonetheless, hitters count for Morgan. The 3-1 pitch. Rides in high, ball 4. So Elliott gives up the walk, and with 1 out, the Tigers have a man aboard. Here comes Dylan Cruz.
Last year, Elliott did give up 4 home runs on the year. But he was so integral in that drive to the national championship for the Rebels, including pitching in the College World Series final game, which clinched the national title. He worked over 6 innings in that game as the Rebels defeated Oklahoma.
Dylan Cruz had his first triple on the year last night. 1 for 4 at the plate, swings at an off-speed pitch, a little outside, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Bill, I think you stunned me and all of those listening last night when you told us the last time Dylan Cruz put one over the fence. Hard to believe, against Arkansas. That seems like forever ago. This one hammered to center field. Ethan Groff going back to the track, to the wall, and this ball is gone. How about that? Dylan Cruz said, yeah, it has been a while.
Right on cue. Couldn't have scripted that one.
A lot like Tommy White's home run last night. Just gets over the top of the fence, right at the batter's eye, to the deepest part of the park, and Dylan Cruz is back to his home run ways. It's a 2-run blast, and the Tigers take an early lead 2-0 here in the top of the first inning.
First home run for Dylan Cruz since that Arkansas series. March 25th was his last home run, so it's been almost a month. Dylan delivers here to give the Tigers an early lead.
Let's see if we can do it again. Tommy White hasn't hit a home run since last night's grand slam. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Third grand slam of the year, by the way, which is just incredible. And again, you look at Tommy White's home runs in that chart. So many straightaway and even opposite field. So much power for White. See, he swings at an off-speed pitch outside, and it's 0-2.
That changeup, as we saw in the scouting report, is Elliott's best out pitch. He lofts it up there at about 70 to 75 miles per hour.
White, the wide stance at the plate. The pitch got him to chase upstairs. 89 mile an hour, about eye level, and White couldn't stay away. Down on strikes. Second strikeout for Elliott, and it's out number 2 in the inning. And we'll bring Jordan Thompson to the plate, batting in the 5 spot. Last night, Thompson 0 for 5. And he's had some really productive SEC weekends, and just the second game of the series, his first at bat. He can do it again this weekend. First delivery. Strike on the inside corner. Thompson thought it was a little too far in, but not according to Danny Cricks, our home plate umpire, and it's 0-1. Left-hander Elliott to the plate. This is outside, again with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of got the indication, and Jay Johnson alluded to this, that Elliott probably in the 45 to 50 pitch range today in his first outing since the opening game of the season. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Thompson down on the count 1-2. But Jay, of course, being the ultimate competitor he is, Bill, says to me, hopefully we can get to that 50 sooner than later.
Absolutely right. And this will be pitch number 20 for Elliott.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Thompson. The pitch off speed but missed outside the plate. Evens it up 2-2.
Yeah, he's throwing that changeup up there at 70 to 71 miles per hour.
Two off speed, but again missed outside. That'll fill the count now to Thompson. Thompson on the year, able to work 18 base on balls. Again, has plenty of power. 6 home runs for the Tigers shortstop this year. 2 outs, a 2-0 LSU lead, and Hunter Elliott begins the wind. Here's the payoff pitch to Thompson. Misses high, ball 4, second walk. So with those 2 strikeouts, now 2 walks, cleans the slate, and the Tigers keep it going here in the top of the first as Cade Beloso comes to the plate. Cade last night, once again the designated hitter, was 0 for 3. Did get a board on 2 walks. We'll keep an eye on that pitch count, as Bill told you, up to 22 now for what we're told is about a 50 allotment for Elliott. Pitch low and inside, it's ball 1.
Great at bat by Jordan Thompson and drawing that walk from Elliott, continuing to elevate his pitch count.
Thompson, sizable lead off first. Elliott will bring it to the plate, and it misses outside the left-handed hitting Beloso, who's got a .364 average. 5 homers on the year, 1 triple. Last weekend had the triple off the wall that caromed a good 50 feet back to center field, allowed Kay to hustle around to third base. There's a strike just under the letters, outside corner. That'll make it 2-1. Kay batting .375 with 2 runners or 2 outs in the inning. .391 with runners aboard this year. Here's the 2-1 to Beloso. Good eye, missed low, crossed the plate, but below the knees, and it's now 3-1.
Beloso has had some huge hits in each of the past 2 LSU series with South Carolina and Kentucky.
Runner at first, 2 down. Elliott checks the runner. Now the payoff delivery, and Beloso swings way out in front, fouls this one out of play right side. That'll make it a full count, rather. 3-2. Fans Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Dylan Cruz, a 2-run home run. Brings he and Trey Morgan in to score to make it a 2-0 LSU lead. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes. Pitch outside, ball 4. Beloso heads to first. Now runners first and second. And Elliott will face Jarrett Jones. And you wonder now, oh, right on cue, there comes Mike Bianco. Certainly want to go out and talk to your starter now, as he's approaching 30 pitches here in the top of the first inning and cannot seem to find that elusive third out.
Yeah, it's tough, obviously, for Elliott, a guy who hasn't pitched in over 2 months, to have you return against the #1 team in the nation. Certainly is a big-time challenge for him. As Mike has a very brief meeting with him, asking if he's okay, and Elliott tells him let's go. So Jarrett Jones with an opportunity now to face the Rebels lefty.
So now Thompson at second. Beloso, back-to-back walks by Elliott, puts runners first and second. Jarrett Jones batting .351 on the year. The pitch to the freshman. Floats off speed, but catches the plate and at the letters for a called strike 1. Jones last night 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Does have 11 home runs on the year to go along with 9 doubles. This off-speed pitch from Elliott misses outside to even it up to Jones. 1-1. Have the shift on defensively. Ole Miss institutes the shift quite a bit and has so far this weekend. Have 3 infielders left of second base. Here's the 1-1 to Jones, in on the hands and high for ball 2, 2-1. And now the Rebel fans already getting restless with home plate umpire Danny Cricks Again, Jeffrey Macias at first, Tyler Simpson at second, Alex Ransom down the line at third. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch to Jones, way outside. Missing badly is Elliott. That's 3-1.
Looks like we'll see some activity in the Ole Miss bullpen, as hopefully LSU can continue to drive that pitch count up for Elliott.
3-1. Elevated fastball, swing and a miss. Jones couldn't lay off. It was eye level. That'll fill the count 3-2.
The difference in velocity from his fastball to his changeup, it said 10 miles per hour in the scouting report. It's more like 17 to 18 mile per hour difference.
Payoff delivery, off speed, and Jones swings and misses. Elliott gets the punch out, his 3rd strikeout in the top of the 1st inning. However, LSU gets on the board. 2 runs on 1 hit. Dylan Cruz with his 10th home run of the year gets the Tigers a 2-0 lead. We played a half inning in Oxford. 2-0 LSU. Ole Miss coming to the plate on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 a.m. Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU gets a 2-spot thanks to Dylan Cruz. 10th home run, a 2-run variety. Gets LSU a 2-0 lead in the top of the 1st inning. And also, Bill, it should be noted, Hunter Elliott returning for the first time since the opening game of this year. That pitch count got elevated. We'll see how long Coach Bianco lets him go as he's approaching the 50 mark very quickly after a tough go of things in the top of the 1st. Now Ty Floyd will take over, face the top of the order for Ole Miss for the first time today. Groff, Gonzalez, and Harris.
Ty Floyd on the mound for the Tigers. Veteran right-hander, features that big-time fastball and complements it with developing secondary pitches.
First pitch, Groff sends high in the air, foul territory, first base side. Jones looks like he has room, and he does. Squeezes it for out number 1, so 1 pitch and 1 out. Good start for Ty Floyd and the Tigers defensively. Fans, remember StubHub, the easiest way to experience every Tiger game. Check the virtual view, score your seats, get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. StubHub, be there. Quickly brings Calvin Harris, the catcher, to the plate for the Rebels. Floyd throws to the left-hander, showing bunt, but a strike across the plate makes it 0-1.
Ty Floyd making his 18th career start for the Tigers, his 46th career appearance.
Top of the order last night. Didn't do very well for the Rebels. Groff was 0 for 4, Harris 0 for 2, did get aboard on 2 walks, and Gonzalez, who stands on deck, was 0 for 3. Floyd gets ahead, now 0-2 the count to Harris. The pitch to the left-hander, breaking ball called, strike 3. Started high, dropped down right at the belt across the plate, fooled Harris, and a great breaking pitch by Ty Floyd gets him his first Super One Food strikeout of the day.
Chris, I don't know if Ole Miss may have made a change in their lineup right before the game, but it looks like Gonzalez and Harris switched spots in the lineup, so that was Gonzalez.
Yeah, they just switched it. Who cares about a starting lineup?
Well, you said earlier that There's too much emphasis on that.
I don't understand it. The debate and the thinking and the overthinking of a lineup is so. Yeah, they gave us a lineup that had Harris then Gonzalez. They had it on the stat monitor as Harris and Gonzalez, but then they changed it. So whatever the case may be, there's 2 gone, and it's an 0-2 count to Calvin Harris, who's not batting for the second straight time, but he takes one deep to center field. Cruz settling back. Cruz at the track and then casually squeezes it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, whatever order Ole Miss wanted. Nothing doing. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. It's a 2-0 LSU lead. Tigers come to the plate as we head to the top of the second inning. It'll be Pearson, Travinski bottom of the order, and then Gavin Dugas on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Excuse me, do you know the average time of one full inning at an LSU baseball game?
10 minutes. Half an hour?
I think 45 minutes. Actually, one inning in baseball lasts about 20 minutes. Any idea how long it takes to complete a mortgage application?
I'm going to go with an hour and a half. I think it's about 2 hours.
Probably a couple days.
Actually, at Assurance Financial, you can apply for a mortgage in less time than one inning. Wow. Find out more. Visit them at AssuranceMortgage.com. That's AssuranceMortgage.com. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 70876.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0 LSU leads, and Ty Floyd with a great start. 3 up, 3 down for the Rebels. We get quickly to the top of the second inning. Leading things off will be Josh Pearson, who gets the start today in right field. Pearson batting .220 on the year. Stands in. The first pitch from Elliott misses high, and by the way, that's pitch number 35 for the Rebels starter. And Pearson, by the way, I should say, Bill, sorry, bats .229 in SEC play. The 1-0. There's a strike at the letters on the outer half, and it's 1-1 to Pearson.
And Ole Miss does have a reliever in its pen now. Mason Nichols, a right-hander. He's got up near the end of the first inning. He's now back up in the Rebel pen.
1-1, hammered to left center field and dropping down quickly in front of Groff, the center fielder. So Pearson, a little leadoff single here to get things started in the top of the second. Good to see Pearson see the ball, hit the ball well. Again, he's performed well for the most part in his action in SEC play. Did not see a lot of Pearson to start the year in non-conference play, but started all 3 games in the SEC opener against A&M. Now we'll see Hayden Travinski, who makes his first start of the year behind the plate catching, and it's a breaking ball from Elliott and a called strike. Travinski batting an even .400. This is just his 11th plate appearance. He's 4 for 10, 2 runs batted in. The big slugger looking for his first home run of the season. As this pitch slides outside, evens it up 1-1.
A good opportunity here for Travinski. LSU, as we know, a little thin right now in its catching depth because of the injury to Brady Neal. So Travinski getting some valuable experience right now behind Milazzo.
Pearson short lead at first, and the pitch to Travinski again way outside from Elliott. Nowhere close. It's 2-1.
And Travinski certainly has the power to ride it out of this ballpark. He's an imposing figure at the plate.
Hayden awaits. 2-1 pitch comes in low. Now 3-1. Travinski does have 1 double on the year. He's walked 3 times. a strikeout victim only one occasion in his 10 previous at-bats. 3-1 pitch. Couldn't decide halfway and went around. It's now 3-2. Pitch a little up in the zone, but he committed early, could not hold back. Elliott delivers off speed. Travinski keeps it alive, fouls it down the right field line. Still 3-2. Tigers in their gray unis today. Gray jerseys, gray pants, traditional LSU purple lids. Ole Miss going with the rebel blue jerseys, white pants, and camo hats for Military Appreciation Weekend. As Elliott with a very demonstrative throw over to first. Not going to fool anybody with that move, but just trying to keep Pearson a little closer to the bag. Payoff pitch to Travinski. Misses low, ball 4.
Boy, great plate discipline that time by Travinski. Elliott has had a lot of success with swings and misses on the changeup early in the Tiger lineup, but Travinski learning from that, laying off the changeup, and draws another walk.
Gets LSU to the top of the order, and Gavin Dugas, who was caught looking on a pitch on the inside corner to start today's game. The chance here with nobody out, 2 men on, as now Elliott will look back the runner and eventually throw to second base, but Pearson easily back to the bag. Defensively, Leger at third, Gonzalez at short, Chatinier at second base, Calarco at first, Alderman, Groff, and McCants left to right in the outfield. Pitch to Dugas. High and inside, backs him up, 1-0. Calvin Harris completes the battery with starter Hunter Elliott for Coach Mike Bianco and the Rebels. Pitch count now to 45 for the Rebel starter. Again, inside info told us 50 pitches was going to be the limit. We'll see if that's true today. Pitch outside, will make it 2-0.
Nichols, the right-hander, is standing up on the pin for Ole Miss. He's not throwing at the moment.
Coach Mike Bianco is at the very top step of the dugout. This pitch misses high. It's now 3-0 to Dugas.
And now Nichols is throwing. As if Elliott walks Dugas, but we'll see what Mike decides to do. He's got the lefty on deck in Morgan.
3-0 delivery. There's a strike. Dugas on the take, and it's 3-1. Gavin batting .333. .419 with runners in scoring position. As Elliott looks in, here's the 3-1 delivery. High and outside, ball 4. That's going to load the bases. And we'll wait and see. All eyes on that Ole Miss dugout. Last night they loaded the bases, left the starter Rivas in. Tommy White came to the plate, hit a grand slam. This time, Mike Bianco making the slow trot out to the mound, and that'll be all for Hunter Elliott. So he will make the sign. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. He got to 49 pitches, but he loads the bases, and that'll be all for Hunter Elliott. We'll tell you about the new Rebel pitcher when we come back. Tigers lead 2-0, nobody out, bases loaded, and Trey Morgan coming to the plate on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU leading 2-0 so far. 2 runs on 2 hits for LSU, and they bounce the starter Hunter Elliott, again making his return after missing over 2 months after being injured. Gets to 49 pitches, but LSU able to get to him, and again load the bases here with nobody out in the top of the second. Prime opportunity for your Fighting Tigers. Now they'll face Mason Nichols, who takes over the right-handed reliever. Trey Morgan will be at the plate. LSU has Pearson, who led off with a single. He's at third. Travinsky and Dugas both walk. They are at second and first, respectively.
Mason Nichols is a sophomore right-hander, 6'5", 215 pounds, out of Jackson, Mississippi. He is 2-3 with a 5.40 ERA. This is his 15th appearance of the season. He does have 3 saves to his credit.
So now Morgan stands in. He got aboard on a walk back in the first inning, came around to score on that Cruz home run. Nichols fires a fastball at 91. This is maybe a bit low, maybe a tad outside, but it's 1-0 to Morgan. Runners take their short lead. Pitch to Morgan. Stays away, and it misses low. Off speed. 2-0.
Nichols on the year has worked 23 1/3 innings. He's given up 14 earned runs on 20 hits, 9 walks, 24 strikeouts. He's allowed 7 home runs.
A lot of real estate between second and third as they've got Gonzalez, the shortstop, playing on the center field grass just left of second base. Leger trying to come over a little bit towards the 6 hole, but still against Trey Morgan, who can wield the bat and go in any direction. Fouls that one off. It's now 2-1. Nichols to the plate, swung out and missed. Got the fastball in there, and it's 2-2.
Good fastball that time from Nichols at 92 miles per hour in on Trey's hands.
Morgan ready to go. Bases loaded, nobody out, top of the second. Nichols to the plate, off speed, swing and a miss. Floated that one up in the zone. Morgan thought he could reach it. Down on strikes. Nichols fans the first batter he faces. 1 down, still 2 to go, and bases still loaded. Now we see Dylan Cruz, who hit his first home run since the Arkansas series. Took it over the fence, just right at the batter's eye in center field to get the Tigers on the board 2-0. That was the 10th home run of the year to go along with 12 doubles and the triple Dylan had last night. First pitch, high and in the air to left field, going back to the wall. Alderman, how about Dylan Cruz with a grand slam? Second home run of the day, second home run in as many at bats, and the Tigers now open it up 6-0 LSU.
After that long home run drought for Cruz, now has 2 consecutive plate appearances. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him, of course, so Nichols has to come right at him with a fastball. Left it up over the plate, and Dylan just launched it into left center field.
Well, again, he's got that average down under 500. It's good to see he starts doing something again.
Oh, my gosh, it's about time.
So that clears the bases. Still just 1 out. 6-0 LSU. Here comes Tommy White. Pitch to Tommy. Strike on the outside corner, off speed with a breaking ball, 0-1. Nichols to the plate. White sends one high in the air, right center field. Groff coming over. McCants, the right fielder, coming over. And on the track, McCants has room to make the play. White gives it a ride, but it's out number 2. And we'll see Jordan Thompson.
That one just barely stayed in the park. As looked like McCants' back was brushing up against the wall as he reached up and made the catch.
Again, the Tigers, much like last night early, getting a lot of solid contact off Rebel pitching. Here's Thompson, takes a huge swing, but comes up empty, 0-1. Last night, though, you could almost sense the air was a little thicker, a little heavier. We saw some balls from both teams that we thought might get out of here. Only 2 reached over the fence. Here's a check swing, ground ball off the bat of Thompson to second base. Chatinier gloves it, throws to first in time for out number 3, but the Tigers add to their lead big time. 4 runs on 2 hits. Dylan Cruz has batted twice. A 2-run homer and a grand slam, his first grand slam of the year. 6-0 LSU leads. We head to the bottom of the second on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. The ammunition, unfortunately, was not stored separately. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too. Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too. Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/one small step. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers leading 6-0. We head to the home half of the second inning here in Oxford. Ole Miss comes to the plate. Kemp Alderman to lead it off. He takes a swipe and fouls it out of play right side on the first offering from Ty Floyd. Tigers 6 runs on 3 hits. 6 runs all coming off the bat of junior Dylan Cruz. A 2-run homer in the first and a grand slam in the top of the second. Breaking ball from Floyd. Doesn't break enough and misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alderman.
Ty needed just 7 pitches to retire the Rebs in order in the first inning.
The 1-1. Nice pitch. Up in the zone. Fastball. Whiffed with the bat is Alderman. It's 1-2.
Alderman having a great year for the Rebels. 15 homers, 51 RBI coming in.
Certainly like the placement so far for Ty Floyd. Here's the 1-2, another elevated fastball, another swing and miss, and down on strikes goes Alderman. Floyd with his second punch out. He's got the fastball electric, Bill, at 92, 93 miles an hour, but so far he's kept it low or he's elevated at the eyes, and Ole Miss has not been able to stay away.
Yeah, fastball with a lot of movement right now from Ty, just exploding past the Ole Miss hitters.
So now we'll see Anthony Calarco, the first baseman. Tigers will semi-shift defensively as Thompson will scoot closer to second base. Tommy White, Tiger third baseman, really playing about almost where the shortstop would be. Expecting the pull hitter here from Calarco. Fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. Floyd fires. Nice off-speed pitch down and away. Swing and a miss. Quickly he's ahead 0-2. Jay Johnson told us, hey, Ty, when he's pitched well, we have played well. The 0-2 pitch, off speed, misses high and outside, 1-2. He said, we're looking for the best start of the year from Ty Floyd. Again, he felt good about the arms they have in the bullpen as Skeens and Herring combined last night for the Tiger victory. But he wants to see Ty go out there and dominate. And a swing and a miss on another elevated fastball at 95. Gets Calarco down on strikes. And Ty Floyd with his third Super One Food strikeout. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second.
Well, it's early, but this so far has been the sharpest that Ty has looked in a while. And we all know the kind of ability he has, and he complements it with a tremendous work ethic. It's paying off right now.
Ethan Leger, the third baseman, the right-hander, stands in. His fastball again at 95, missed low, and it's 1-0. So a little extra juice there on the fastball on the last couple of offerings from right-hander Ty Floyd. It's an off-speed pitch, foul back into the screen. That'll even it up 1-1. Leger last night for the Rebels went 2 for 4, had a run scored, picked up an extra base hit, had a double early in last night's game. The 1-1 again, fastball up around chest high, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Alderman struck out swinging. Calarco struck out swinging. 2 down. A 1-2 count. Floyd. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed, high and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fans get low rate long-term financing right now on powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota today. 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Base hit off the bat of Leger into center field. That time the fastball a little too much over the plate, about belt high, and Leger too good a hitter to pass that up. Has a 2-out single, his 3rd hit of the weekend. And we'll see Will Furness. Furness gave the crowd something to cheer about last night. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-run homer to right center field. Gave the Rebels a very short-lived 3-2 lead. His 3rd homer of the year, but also was the final strikeout victim to Paul Skeens, number 11 last night for the Tiger right-hander. 2 outs, runner at first. Floyd, the pitch to the left-hander, sent back foul into the screen, and it's 0-1.
That home run by Furness last night, his 2nd in SEC play. Young freshman out of Nacogdoches, Texas. Of course, the son of the great Eddie Furness, the LSU All-American, now a practicing physician in Nacogdoches.
I was going to say, that's Dr. Furness to you and I.
Absolutely.
Runner at first, 2 down. The 0-1 skied into the air. Shallow left field. Morgan coming in, and Trey on the run has it for out number 3. So another good inning of work for Ty Floyd. Strikes out 2, gives up a base hit, gets the fly ball out to left, and no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on for the Rebels. 6-0. LSU leads. They come to the plate. They'll have coming up Milazzo, Jones, and Pearson. 6, 7, 8 when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now, there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 3rd inning coming your way from Swayze Field in Oxford. LSU leading 6-0 over the Rebels. Kate Beloso leads it off. The pitch to the DH misses low from Mason Nichols. And a call into relief early for the Rebels after Hunter Elliott got into trouble early and often in his return to the mound. 1 ball, no strikes to Beloso. Got a board on a walk in the 1st inning. Pitch misses high. Now make it 2 balls, no strikes. This inning brought to you by AccuTemp Services. Fans, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text home run to 31996. Get your AC system checked from AccuTemp Services. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase this one down and away. 2-1.
I'll give you now the final numbers on the starter, Hunter Elliott for Ole Miss. He goes 1 inning. He's charged with 5 runs on 2 hits. Walked 5 and struck out 3.
2-1 pitch. Fouled out of play. Back behind us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Veloso stands in. Even count. Nichols, the right-hander, fires. Called strike 3. Nice breaking ball. Floated inside but caught the inner half. And Nichols records his second strikeout in relief. 1 gone for the Tigers. We'll see Jared Jones. Jones looking for his first hit this weekend. Been a strikeout victim 4 times so far, including earlier today in his first at bat back in the first inning. They had the shift on for Veloso to the right side of the diamond. Now they'll move everybody left of the diamond except for Calarco by his lonesome near first base. First pitch to Jones from Nichols in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Nichols has been roughed up a bit in SEC play. His ERA is now over 8 after allowing that home run to Dylan Cruz. Coming into the game, he had thrown 10 1/3 SEC innings, had recorded just 8 strikeouts.
Here's the 1-0 to Jones. Nice pitch off speed. Inside, called strike. 1-1. Maybe a little bit of late arriving crowd. A lot of those few empty seats we saw here in the grandstand are now filled up. The 1-1 missed high. 2-1. Of course, they've got the big concert coming up tonight to our left here at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, so a lot of access to this part of campus is limited today. Everybody probably having to plan to get here a little earlier to make it on time. 2-1 to Jones. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to that fastball. A little up around letter high, and it's 2-2. What time you headed to the concert tonight, Bill?
Well, you know, I can't say I'm very familiar with Morgan Wallen, so I'm trying to learn before I go check it out.
Here's the 2-2. Ground ball hit into the shift. Gonzalez, the shortstop, has it. Throws across to Calarco. Jones retired for out number 2.
I will say that, speaking of country music performances on a college campus, the Garth Brooks concert at Tiger Stadium last year was fantastic. I couldn't imagine a better production than what we saw last year at LSU. That was a great event.
No offense to Mr. Morgan, but yeah, it won't be that.
Yeah.
I'll go out on a limb and say it won't be that.
Yeah.
They're expecting about 55,000 people to take in the concert tonight. That's what officials told us as we made our way to the broadcast booth. First pitch to Pearson, who had a single to lead off the inning back in the second. Misses for ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. Misses inside. 1 ball. Nope, 2 balls now. Fans again getting on to home plate umpire Danny Cricks. They sense their pitchers are being squeezed in the strike zone. Pearson awaits the 2-0 delivery, and this one smack foul first base way. Make it 2-1. Well, if you make it to the concert, hope you have a great time.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
Back in the hotel, watching television with the volume up to about 80. Two-1. Again popped in the air, but foul back behind home plate. That'll even the count to Pearson now, 2-2.
Great opportunity here for Josh Pearson. Really ignited the inning in the second. Got the leadoff single and later scored on the Cruz grand slam to give the Tigers a 6-run lead.
2-2 delivery outside will fill the count now to Pearson. Anybody know what ticket prices will set you back tonight? Did somebody just say $80?
Wow. I guess Morgan Wallen's doing okay.
Payoff delivery misses high. Pearson gets the walk. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, that's a little above my
I don't know.
My budget for a country music concert. In fact, I'm not sure if they told me Elvis Presley was playing Vaught Hemingway tonight, I would drop $80 on it.
Man, I saw Billy Joel just a few years ago, and I might have paid $40 a ticket. I mean, I know I'm an old man. That's a different generation, but
we're not hip anymore, Bill.
No, man, I had a great time.
It's expensive to be hip these days. First pitch offered up to Travinski. A strike on the inside corner. There's 2 down. Pearson aboard at first. 6-0 LSU leads. Travinski aboard on a walk back in the second. His first at bat. Nichols fires, and the breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count to Travinski. As a turn by Nichols, throw over to first, and a good job by Calarco to take it on the short hop. Otherwise, that one would get away. Just trying to keep Pearson a little close to the back. Josh on the year is 1 for 1 in stolen bases. The 1-1 to Travinski. Misses high, good eye. It's now 2-1. You mentioned, Bill, Travinski had a really good at bat. Able to detect the changeup delivery from Elliott in his first plate appearance. Here's the 2-1 from Nichols. Almost caught Hayden. He just spun out of the way. It's now 3-1.
Now, along with Pearson, that was a big plate appearance in that second inning that led to the Cruz grand slam. Travinski laying off the changeup from Elliott, drawing the walk. And the Tigers eventually have the big blow.
(3-1) Fouled back over our heads. Fills the count 3-2. Now, you know who I bet will be over at Vaught Hemingway tonight, taking in the concert, probably down there in the pit.
Who would that be?
Oh, you know Lane Kiffin's going to be there.
Absolutely. He would not miss that.
Oh, he'll be down there rebel rousing. This one swung on. Foul territory, first base way, and again will land on the concourse out of play. Still 3-2 to Travinski.
Yeah, I need to monitor Twitter tonight and get all Lane's social media updates from the concert.
Our good buddy David Kellum is taking in the show tomorrow, he told us.
Yeah.
Voice of the Rebels. Thought maybe he might tag along with him if he was going tonight. Payoff delivery. Travinski launches one to center field. Ethan Groff spinning, turning, gets to the track, and he will have it for out number 3. Travinski goes to the deepest part of the park. Groff able to track it down. Tigers done. No runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. They still lead 6-0. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Ole Miss comes to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You out-salesman to the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Late shot Chanier will lead it off for Ole Miss. Second baseman batting for the first time on the night. Sitting in the 8th spot. And the first pitch, he takes high in the air, but not very deep to left field. Morgan playing deep, coming in. Thompson trying to go out, and it drops between the two in shallow left field. So Chanier will arrive safely at first base. Again, Morgan playing extremely deep, shaded towards left center field. He was on the run at a full sprint. Jordan Thompson had his back to us running at full speed, just could not get to it. Perfectly placed off the bat from Chanier. Leadoff man aboard for the Rebels here to start the bottom of the third.
First time the leadoff man has reached for Ole Miss is Ty Floyd through the first inning. First 2 innings was dominant with only 22 pitches.
So now he'll face TJ McCants, the right fielder, for the first time. Comes back with a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Things have heated up here for the Tigers on the field, but whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Colder, cleaner, and longer lasting since 1997. Check them out. SlowMeltIce.com. That's SlowMeltice.com. A throw over to first. Keep an eye on Chanier. He's 1 for 3 in stolen bases on the year. The real base stealing threat, Ethan Groff atop the order. And TJ McCants, the gentleman at the plate, who's 8 for 8 on the year. Ty Floyd going to try to keep him off base, though. And there's the swing and a miss. Gets ahead 0-2.
McCants last year was Ole Miss's starting center fielder for much of the season. Also played a tremendous role in their drive to the national title. Bianco moving him over to right field this year with the Ethan Groff transfer.
Another quick throw by Floyd, who has a great move for a right-hander, one of the best in college baseball. This time Chanier having to slide back head first to get to the bag. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the plate. Little ground ball towards second. Dugas, though, had to wait on it, so only play is to first to Jones to get the sure first out. So McCants advances the runner and Chanier to second base. Again, just a slow tapper. Dugas unable to even think about trying to turn two. So with the runner at second base, back to the top of the order, Ethan Groff, who flied out foul territory to Jared Jones there in the first inning. On the first pitch he saw, by the way. As Floyd checks the runner, fires, misses outside. Groff just able to stay away. And it's 1-0.
Floyd threw the slider that time. Had a nice break on it, and he nearly got Groff to commit.
Checks the runner again at second base. Here's the 0-1, or should be 1-0. Called that a strike on that first pitch?
Well, they did appeal. They may have called it a strike.
I didn't see Travinsky appeal. But maybe home plate umpire Danny Cricks did. So it is 0-2. Is that pitch definitely a strike? Here's another slider off the end of the bat. Popped up near third base. Tommy White straddling the line. Back in fair territory. He'll have it for out number 2. So second time that Groff with a short pop-up. Now we'll see Jacob Gonzalez.
Yeah. Can't believe Mike Bianco's too pleased with that. Groff didn't even attempt to run down the baseline. It was a fair ball. And he just started walking back toward the dugout as soon as he hit it.
Chanier again led off with a single to left field. He stands at second base, now 2 down. Gonzalez caught looking first time up and fouls this one back. 0-1. Invite you out Monday night, Jay Johnson's show. Great crowds over the last couple of weeks. Jay having a good time there at TJ Ribs on South Acadian, 6 to 7 p.m. Hope to see if you can't join us. Tune in on Eagle 98.1 FM in Baton Rouge. The 0-1 slap foul, left side out of play. It's now quickly 0-2, and Floyd doing a great job. We mentioned his pitch location so far today. Bill has been superb, his control and command, but also the ability, which is key for every pitcher, to getting ahead early.
Yeah, he really has. His strike percentage very high right now.
Runner at second, 2 down. The 0-2. Ooh. Nice 0-2 pitch, just missed outside. Better eye by Gonzalez at the plate, and it's 1-2.
Gonzalez, an All-American for Ole Miss in 2021. Of course, a starting shortstop on last year's national title team.
Here's the 1-2. Tapper off the end of the bat. Slow rolling foul. Curves its way to the LSU dugout. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tigers have done a good job against him so far in this series.
Gonzalez awaits. Here's the 1-2 again. Just got a piece. Slow roller to the third base dugout. Floyd still in command. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The only time Gonzalez has reached base in this series was when he was hit in the head by a pitch from Griffin Herring in the 8th inning last night. It was just a glancing blow, though, off the helmet.
Opens the stance, widens the stance from the left side of the batter's box with a 1-2 count. Floyd looks back to second. Now the pitch, and again. Getting around late, fouls it out of play, left side. New addition I asked you about last night, Bill. Of course, we know the left field berm, the right field usually filled with Ole Miss students. And then just above them, up on the ridge, is this new kind of enclosed, semi-enclosed area. A good ways away from the right field fence, but apparently it's for Ole Miss baseball alums.
It sure is.
Here's the 1-2, missed high from Floyd, 2-2.
It's a nice addition. I know it's been discussed at LSU as I know it's something that Jay Johnson is interested in doing for the former players, have their own seating or club area just reserved for former players and their families. It's a great addition to this ballpark.
It's called Club 4111. Another late swing, this time a fly ball to left in fair territory. Morgan in perfect position, comes over, has it for out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, and the Rebels leave 1 man on. It's still 6-0. LSU leads. Tigers have Dugas, Morgan, and Cruz due up. Top of the order when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Jenny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janny King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sound are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger Athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU leading 6-0. Top of the 4th inning here in Game 2. Leading things off. Top of the order, Gavin Dugas. 0 for 1 so far on the day. Caught looking back in the first to start the game. Got aboard in the 2nd inning. Came around on that Dylan Cruz grand slam. First career grand slam for Cruz. In fact, his 2nd home run of the day. There's a pitch inside corner to Dugas. As again, Ole Miss trying to pitch Dugas inside the same way they pitched Trey Morgan. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dugas. Nichols to the plate. Low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch from Nichols. Fouled back off the bat of Dugas. That'll even things up 2-2. The wind picking up a little bit, blowing into home plate. Most of the time this afternoon after arriving here, it's blown left to right. towards that club 41-11 we mentioned moments ago. 2-2 to Dugas, just stayed alive. We'll get the bat on the ball on a pitch outside from Nichols, still 2-2.
By the way, as you mentioned, that was the first career grand slam for Dylan Cruz. He also now has 6 RBI in the game, which is a career high. His previous career high was 4. He's driven in 6 so far this afternoon.
2-2 pitch to Dugas, and on the hands with a fastball. Gavin slaps it back foul, still 2-2. Just like the winning lineup, Cintas has the all-star services for all your business needs, everything from uniforms to kitchens and restroom solutions. Get ready for the workday with Cintas. Nichols, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Dugas thought it came in a little high. May have just broke a little down in the zone. Down on strikes looking for the second time today. 1 gone. And that'll bring Trey Morgan. Morgan today aboard on a walk. Came in to score in the first inning on that Dylan Cruz 2-run homer to give the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Strikeout victim swinging last time in the second. Nichols offers a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1.
Give you an update on the SEC action taking place today. Back and forth game going on in Athens right now between Arkansas and Georgia.
The 0-1 just missed low. That'll bring some boo birds out here at Swayze Field. 1-1.
Arkansas trying to salvage game 3 of that series in Athens. The Bulldogs had an early lead, but right now Arkansas leads 5-3 over Georgia at the top of the 7th inning.
1-1 to Morgan. Swing and foul out of play down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Underway in Lexington, game 1 of a doubleheader and also game 1 of that series. Texas A&M leads Kentucky 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
1 out. The 1-2 to Morgan. Gonna hit him. Nichols will head and put Morgan aboard with 1 out. Second free pass, had a walk earlier. Now gets hit by a pitch. And now comes Dylan Cruz. As Bill just told you, first career grand slam and a highly heralded career at LSU. 2-run bomb in the first, grand slam in the second. Career high 6 ribby so far today. First pitch to Dylan. Misses low and inside, and it's 1-0.
Quick update, South Carolina looking like they have a chance to sweep Florida. Right now it's 6-2 Gamecocks in the bottom of the 7th inning in Columbia.
Nichols, 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Here's the breaking ball. Caught the outer half. 1-1.
Auburn leads Mississippi State 2-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Alabama, Missouri starting at 5 o'clock this evening, and Tennessee beat Vanderbilt today 17-1.
1-1. High chopper, foul down the third base line. Cruz falls behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Nichols to the plate. Up the middle, going to be a base hit by a diving Chotinier just left of second base. And now Dylan Cruz 3 for 3. A couple of home runs, now a single. Runners first and second. LSU's got it cooking again here in the top half of the 4th inning. As Tommy White comes to the plate.
Chotinier was playing Dylan up the middle. He was shaded toward the second base bag, but it just was out of his reach. A great effort diving to his right. Dylan's on board again.
If he's not careful, he's going to get above 500. Tommy White, first pitch. Sliding outside is Harris on a pitch missing. It's 1-0. White today, by the way, a strikeout in the first. Flied out on a deep ball to the wall in right, handled by T.J. McCants. Runners first and second with 1 out. The pitch to White. Roping swing, but fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
Tommy, 4 RBIs in last night's game with a grand slam of his own. 66 on the year, leads the nation and runs batted in.
Trey Morgan hit by a pitch. He's at second. Cruz with a single up the middle, and Tommy White dropped to the deck as that one high and inside just missed the visor. The batting helmet. Move the count 2-1. Big guy stands up quickly, digs back in. Relief pitcher Mason Nichols now comes set. 2-1 the count. Pitch to White. Misses outside, the fastball off the mark. 3-1 now. Danger zone here for Mason Nichols. I'm sure myself nor Coach Bianco needs to tell him that.
White's hitting .453 on the year with runners in scoring position.
3-1. Oh, maybe swung at ball 4, but got a piece of it. Stay alive. Feels the count 3-2.
Nichols threw a fastball that time on the outer portion of the plate. Tommy chased it. Just got a piece of it.
Maybe too close to take. I'll give Tommy some credit there. Able to fight it off. Runners first and second. Tigers up 6-0 with one out, top of the fourth. Payoff pitch, and White swings, and this one out of play to the right. Still 3-2. Tigers with a sizable lead with a chance to add to it here. 2 men on, less than 2 outs. Nichols again will come set. The relieving right-hander. The pitch to the plate. A little tapper towards third. Having to wait on it is going to be the third baseman, Leger, who was trying to make the tag on Morgan. Morgan put on the brakes. Leger had the clock ticking and then had to decide to throw to first to get White for the sure out, and does so. So a heads-up play by Morgan. Leger, I think, wanted to lay the tag and throw to first with White running, but Morgan did a good job to avoid that. And runners advance second and third. So while it's 2 outs in the inning, you now have Jordan Thompson to the plate with a chance to drive in some runs here. Got 32 ribby on the year. Batting now .283. First pitch, outside corner, called strike from Nichols, 0-1.
Thompson still looking for his first hit of this series.
Nichols to the plate, swing and a miss, out in front, off speed again from the right-hander, and it's 0-2 to Thompson. Morgan at third, Cruz at second base. Nichols 0-2 pitch to the plate, hit in the air to center field. Coming over, Ethan Groff, plenty of room, makes the grab. Out number 3. Tigers come up empty, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 2 men on in scoring position. They still lead Ole Miss 6-0. Rebels come to the plate. We head to the bottom of the 4th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Home half of the fourth coming your way from Oxford. LSU leading Ole Miss 6-0. Calvin Harris to lead it off for the Rebels. 3, 4, and 5 due up. The first pitch, ground ball right at Jones at first base. Jared scoops it up, heads to first, unassisted. Records out number 1. Harris retired for the second time today. Again, Rebels helping out Ty Floyd a little bit, Bill. That's the second time today. 1 pitch, 1 out to start an inning.
Yeah, they're swinging early in the count, and as a result, Ty has only thrown 38 pitches through 3 1/3 innings.
So now we'll see Kemp Alderman. He was a strikeout victim to Ty Floyd, who has 3 punch-outs today. First pitch fastball misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Visit your local Kubota dealer, fans. See why Kubota, the #1 rated reliable tractor under 100 horsepower in the US of A. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Swung on, lifted high, but foul down the line and right. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to Alderman. Last night, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Didn't get a board on a walk as well. 1-1, swing and a miss. Fastball at 94, down in the zone. Nicely placed by Floyd, who's had great control and command. Can't say it enough.
Yeah, he's really looked sharp so far. He's been victimized by some slow starts, but not today.
This one he let loose, throws it behind Alderman, who had to duck out of the way. Looked like he just lost the grip of that one. It's 2-2.
His best outing this year came against Arkansas back on March 25th when Ty defeated the Razorbacks by throwing 6 1/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, just 1 earned run.
Floyd's 2-2 pitch to the plate. Hit high in the air, first base side, foul territory. Jones going to give a chase, but will land on the concourse and just miss a couple of fans. One who was on his phone. Just landed beside him, took a high bounce up into the grandstands. Still 2-2 to Alderman.
Floyd's other SEC win came against Tennessee. He defeated the Vols with 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 earned runs.
Another 2-2 pitch, and it's a called strike 3. Burns the fastball on the outer half, and the 4th Super One Food strikeout for Ty Floyd. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th.
Again, Ty has done a fantastic job of keeping the Rebels hitters off balance, mixing his pitches with both his secondary pitches and that fastball. That one at 94 right down the chute against Alderman.
Now we'll see Calarco. He jumps on the first pitch, a mile high into the air to right field. Pearson coming in, and he will have it for out number 3. So Ty Floyd again, 3 up, 3 down for the Rebels to finish the 4th inning. LSU still in control. They lead 6-0. Peloso, Jones, Pearson, 6, 7, and 8 due up when we come back to Oxford on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Dylan Cruz providing the offense, and Ty Floyd. Superb pitching thus far, and LSU leads 6-0 over Ole Miss as Tigers come to the plate, top of the 5th inning. It'll be Cade Beloso leading off once again. Had a walk in the first, caught looking in the 3rd inning. New pitcher takes over, Cole Tolbert. 3rd arm of the day for Ole Miss. And the first pitch off speed, inside and low to Beloso, 1-0.
Tolbert's a sophomore right-hander, transfer from Pearl River Community College. He's 6'4", 210 pounds.
1-0 pitch to Beloso. Again, missed low. This time came back with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tolbert has made only 4 appearances this season, and this is his first appearance in an SEC game.
2-0 delivery from Tolbert. Hit in the air, down the line in right field. If this stays fair, this ball is gone, and it is out of here. Cade Beloso, 6th home run of the year, right down the right field line. 3rd home run of the day for LSU, and they extend the lead. 7-0 Tigers.
Oh, what a blast by Cade Beloso. That one was completely out of this stadium. Above the student section, down the right field line. As the crowd right now in stunned silence as LSU in complete control.
That one towards the tree line, up the ridge. As Bill mentioned, outside of the park. It'll be hard to get that one as a souvenir. Here comes Jared Jones. Jared still looking for his first hit of the series. First pitch to Jones. He swings. It's on its way to right, but TJ McCants will stop, wait on it, and glove it for out number 1.
Tolbert, as I said, making just his 4th appearance of the year. No decisions and a 0 ERA. Coming in, he'd worked 3 1/3 innings. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. And of course, Beloso greets him with the home run here in the 5th.
7 runs on 5 hits, including 3 round trippers. 2-run homer for Cruz in the first, grand slam for Dillon in the second. There's a strike at the knees to Pearson. A fastball from Tolbert. Gets him ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Tolbert. Breaking ball, didn't break enough. Missed high, 2-2. Two pitch, look out. Pearson had to slide out of the way with that fastball inside. 3-2. Payoff delivery to Pearson. Swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone. Pearson giving chase. Tolbert records his first punch out. 2 gone. Now we'll see Hayden Travinski, who's 0 for 1, aboard on a walk in the second, flied out to center. Last time in the 3rd.
Hayden looking for his first SEC hit this season.
Pitch from Tolbert. Breaking ball. The slider misses outside. 1-0. Another breaking ball, this time across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd love to see a Hayden Travinski Hayden bomb.
Oh, he can definitely let it ride. Speaking of grand slams, Hayden had one last year against Northwestern State.
1-1, takes a swing. Ground ball right after third baseman Leger. And he will easily throw to first, and that'll do it for LSU. However, Cade Beloso puts another run on the board with a solo shot. 1 run on that 1 hit. Nobody left on. It's now 7-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for two to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 7-0 LSU leads. Ethan Elijah, the third baseman, leads it off. Ty Floyd delivers. Breaking ball hangs up, and it's popped up into the air. Shallow left field. Jordan Thompson, the shortstop, going back, and he will have it for out number one. And again, Ty Floyd. One pitch, one out to start the inning. And by the way, Bill, we've talked about his effectiveness so far today, his efficiency. That's the 46th pitch of the day. He's thrown 38 strikes to 8 balls.
That's amazing. Talk about pinpoint accuracy. Ty Floyd has it so far this afternoon.
That'll bring Will Furness, the DH, the freshman left-hander, flied out to left field his first time up. This fastball misses high and outside from Floyd, and it's 1-0. Tiger fans, get ready to taste victory with a Victory Grill from Barbecue Guys. Get your Victory Grill today. Become a backyard barbecue champ at bbqguys.com. This pitch misses a tad outside. That'll make it 2-0 to Furness. Furness 1 for 4 last night, 0 for 1 today, as there's a strike from Floyd. Moves the count to 2-1. Furness batting .261, 3 home runs, 3 doubles. 2-1, ground ball, and it's a base hit. Gets right through the right side of the infield. And Furness with his second hit of the series. And with 1 out, Rebels have a runner aboard. That'll bring up Peyton Chatinier, the second baseman. Chatinier had a single his first time up in the third. And that's just the third hit of the day off Ty Floyd for this Rebel squad.
Ty can continue at this rate. That would be so vital for LSU, again, with a thin bullpen right now. LSU needs to preserve arms for the rest of the series.
First delivery strike, fastball in the outer half, and it's 0-1. Furness not expected to be a threat to steal. Take a 2-step lead off first as this one fouled off by Chatinier. He falls behind, 0-2. Fans H&E Equipment Services, the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. For all of your rental needs, call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today. Runner at first, 1 out. Pitch to Chatinier, misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from Floyd. This time the breaking ball breaking up, missed high. Evens a count 2-2. Ole Miss take on Mississippi State in the midweek as they do year after year. then they will welcome in Georgia, who's playing much better of late. There's the 2-2. Foul back into the screen. Count remains the same to Chatinier.
In fact, Ole Miss and Mississippi State just played last weekend in the regular season SEC series in Starkville. Mississippi State won 2 out of 3.
Tigers, of course, will be back at home to take on Nichols in the midweek and then welcome in Alabama on the weekend. One out, runner at first. The 2-2 pitch lifted in the air. Right field way. Pearson coming in. Has a bead on it and will make the play for out number 2. We'll send Furness back to first base. And now Ty Floyd will concentrate on T.J. McCants at the bottom of the order.
Ty continues to have a lot of success in inducing shallow fly balls against this Ole Miss lineup, which is very potent.
Quick turn, throw over to first, and just getting back is Furness. I don't think Will was leaning towards second, but I think he was a little surprised at the throw over, just getting back in time.
I think Will has about as much speed as his dad did.
2 outs, runner at first. Pitch to McCants, and a swing and a miss. Finds the hole in the bat of McCants, and it's 0-1.
Eddie Furness was definitely not a threat on the bases, but man, he could swing the bat.
The 0-1, foul tip, but in the mitt of Travinski. And it's 0-2 for Ty Floyd. Comes at McCants with a couple of heaters. Gets ahead in the count. Runner at first, 2 down. Bottom of the 5th. Here's Floyd's delivery. Called strike 3. 5th strikeout of the day for Ty Floyd. Gives up a single, but no runs on that one hit. 1 man left on. It is still 7-0 LSU. Tigers come up in the top of the 6th inning. Dugas, Morgan, and Cruz, believe it or not, once again, top of the order for LSU. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop-over stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House, Mansion, and Gardens. Visit Sugar-Filled Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop-over spot. For more info, visit LASweetspot.com.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Again, top of the order for LSU, Gavin Dugas to lead it off in Cole Tolbert, 3rd pitcher of the day. First delivery, missing ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Again, same result, low for ball 2. 2-0. The Tigers up 7-0. Neil Diamond, the only person to get a roar from the crowd here between innings. Other than that, LSU has kept this crowd pretty quiet. 3 home runs will do that, including a grand slam. There's a strike on the outside corner to Dugas, and it's 2-1. It's the most noise we've heard today. 2-1. Trying to frame it, but Harris could not do so. Ruled ball 3, missed on the outside corner. It's 3-1.
And despite LSU's big lead, LSU cannot relax against this team in this ballpark.
3-1 to Dugas. Jammed him, popped him up. Near second base, Chatinier calling for it, coming over near first, and he'll have it for out number 1. So Dugas retired for the 3rd time today, and now we'll see Trey Morgan.
The reason I say Tigers can't relax is because just 2 years ago, folks may remember LSU was on the verge of sweeping Ole Miss, had a 9-1 lead in Game 3. And the Rebels came back and eventually won it on a walk-off homer in extra innings. So my thought is the Tigers need to continue to apply the pressure here.
Never enough runs, Bill.
That's right.
There's a strike to Morgan. It's 0-1. That's the 2nd time this weekend you've reminded me of that Game 3.
That game left an indelible impression
on all of us.
Yes.
Here's the 0-1 to Morgan. Look out. Spins out of the way. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the sun back out here. Again, beautiful day. Got some clouds in the area, but we'll say mostly sunny because we're glass half full kind of people. Here's the 1-1. Again, inside to Morgan, where Ole Miss has pitched him most of this weekend. That one misses for ball 2, 2-1. Pitch to Trey, way outside. I'll make it 3-1. Morgan today aboard on a walk in the 1st. Was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. Then was hit by a pitch last time. In the 4th inning, was left stranded at 3rd base. Tolbert, the right-hander, fires the 3-1 pitch. It's a ground ball, sharply hit but gloved by Calarco at first. Unassisted, he'll step on the bag. 2 down. That'll bring Dylan Cruz to the plate. Dylan has done nothing but go 3 for 3 today with a 2-run homer in the 1st. His 49th career home run. Then a grand slam in the top of the 2nd. His 50th career home run. Tied now 6th on LSU's career home run record list. He had a single last time. Left stranded at 2nd in the 4th inning. Pitch from Tolbert. Off speed. Catches that outside corner. 0-1.
That's the best way to pitch Dylan Cruz right there. Tolbert with the perfect pitch. Breaking ball in the outside corner.
Now all you have to do is do it twice. More. Here's the 0-1. Oh, nice breaking ball to the inside that catches the corner, and he gets ahead 0-2. Dylan up to 496 on the year. The 0-2 pitch. This time the breaking ball misses outside. Good out pitch, but Dylan not by it. It's 1-2. Two outs. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, just got a piece of it to stay alive. And that one a little up in the zone, but too close to take. Cruz just trying to fight it off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two down, and the pitch. Breaking ball that Cruz gave a look, and it just missed the outside corner. Tolbert thought he had it. Rebel fans thought he had it. But Danny Crick said no. Ball 2, 2-2.
Nothing but off-speed pitches so far from Tolbert to Cruz.
So the 2-2 delivery. Another breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Got Dylan Cruz. So Tolbert gave up the solo home run to Beloso, but otherwise has done a pretty good job in relief for Ole Miss. Tigers 3 up, 3 down here in the top half of the 6th inning. They still lead 7-0. We move to the bottom of the 6th after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes, In the SEC, it just means more.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ole Miss will have their top of the order to lead things off. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ty Floyd picking up where he left off. First delivery to Groff, a called strike with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Groff today 0 for 2. Fly out foul territory in the first. Popped out to Tommy White down the line at third in the 3rd inning. Pitch missing, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Groff. Groff, Gonzalez, and Harris due up for the Rebels, trailing 7-0 to LSU. The 1-1 too far inside. That'll make it 2-1 now. Ty Floyd giving LSU and head coach Jay Johnson exactly what they want and then some so far. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Did he go around? They appeal. They say yes. Pitch was inside on the hands. And Groff turned the hips, turned the wrists, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Ground ball towards second. Bouncer. Dugas has to wait on it. Gloves it on the hop. Throws to first. And 1 down as Groff retired 4-3. TJ Ribs fans, legendary Louisiana barbecue, and of course home to the Jay Johnson Show on Monday nights at 6, the official barbecue restaurant of LSU Athletics. With every game, all the time, they got to-go tailgate packages, event catering, located on Acadian Thruway and Segan Lane. Visit them online at tjribs.com. Jacob Gonzalez to the plate. Again, the top of the order, Bill. Struggled mightily so far against LSU this weekend as Gonzalez 0 for 2 today, 0 for last night. Pitch from Floyd misses low. Now 2-0 the count.
In fact, in today's game, the top 4 hitters in the lineup, Groff, Gonzalez, Harris, and Alderman, a combined 0 for 9 against Ty Floyd.
Here's the 2-0 delivery. Slap line drive and a short hop in front of Dugas. Comes off the glove, goes into center field, trying to get to second base, and doing so safely will be Gonzalez. I mean, that one hit at Dugas. Again, he had to make a split-second decision whether to move up or whether the ball would get to him, and it just dropped in front of him. Tried the backhand pick, hit the heel of the glove, and then ricocheted into center field. So tough break for Dugas at second base. A hard-hit ball by Gonzalez, to say the very least. So with 1 out, there's a runner at second base for the Rebels, and now we'll see Calvin Harris, the catcher.
And not surprisingly, that is ruled a double for Gonzalez.
Here's the first pitch. Misses high to Harris, and it's 1-0. And again, there was a lot of conversation on the Twitter line last night about the scoring of hits and errors in Game 1. The 1-0 misses high. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Harris. And again, I'm not sure there's much Dugas can do with that, so I'm not opposed to being a ruled double. But I also think that Tommy White should be given another single with an RBI from last night. Dylan Cruz should be given a hit for a 108-mile-an-hour smack to second base that, in a similar situation, put Chatinier in a tough spot that, again, was ruled an error. But I digress. 2-0 the count. Quick meeting for Travinsky. Goes out, visits with Floyd momentarily. Runner at second, 1 out.
Just the second time in this game Ole Miss has had a runner advance into scoring position.
Floyd checks the runner. Now the 2-0 to the plate. Rides in high. Harris stays away, and it's 3-0.
Really, for the first time, this is the first real threat that Ole Miss has put together. An opportunity now to go first and second with their cleanup hitter coming up.
Harris at second base, or rather Harris at the plate, Gonzalez at second base, and there's ball 4. So now Floyd, as Bill mentioned, for the first time, strike zone hard to find, and it puts runners first and second. That'll bring Kemp Alderman to the plate. Strikeout victim on 2 occasions, 2 of the 5 so far for Floyd today. 1 out, 2 men on, 7-0 LSU leads.
Alderman hitless today. He did have a double in the 4th inning of last night's game.
First delivery to the right-hander, misses outside, fastball at 93, and it's 1-0.
This already is Ty's second longest outing in an SEC game this year.
Floyd's 1-0 delivery to the plate. Hit in the air, deep to center field. Cruz going to give it a look, but this one is over the batter's eye in center. 3-run bomb for Alderman, his 16th home run of the year, and it's an absolute blast, and it gets the Rebels on the board. Cut the lead 7-3, and immediately personnel sprinting to the bullpen for LSU.
That's exactly why you can never relax against Ole Miss, especially those top 4 hitters in their lineup. Alderman with his 16th home run of the year. And that one was just launched out of here in a hurry, above the batter's eye, straight away center field.
The pitch hung up just above the belt, hard of the plate, and Alderman knows what to do with that. So Wes Johnson out there, quick meeting on the mound. Bases cleared. Anthony Calarco, who's 0 for 2 today, will stand in. 4-run lead for the Tigers now, 7-3. And Rebels have equaled the hits for the Tigers, both teams with 5 today.
Wes Johnson, the pitching coach, a quick meeting on the mound just to settle Ty down. He's been in these situations before. He knows how to recover.
Pitch to Calarco, low and inside, ball 1. Delivery. Again, miss low from Floyd. Now 2-0. Through the first 5 innings, Floyd was dialed in on the strike zone. Trying to find that target again. The 2-0 pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle. Thompson playing in the shift behind second base. Gloves it. Throws to first in time to Jared Jones for out number 2. Floyd gave an effort, but it got by him in a hurry. But nice positioning by Thompson, right place, right time, and made a great diving catch on the ground ball. Came up throwing, and that will retire Calarco. Now we'll see Ethan Leger, the third baseman, who had a base hit in the second, popped out to Thompson in shallow left field. Back in the 5th inning.
For the first time, the Rebels really seeing Ty Floyd well. They put some good swings on the ball in this inning.
First delivery, low and inside to Leger, and it's 1-0.
Riley Cooper, the Tiger lefty, is now warming in the LSU pen out in left field.
Floyd's 1-0 pitch down the middle and foul down the third base line off the bat of Leger. 1-1. Two gone. Now a 7-3 LSU lead on the 3-run blast from Alderman. The 1-1 got loose high and inside. 2-1. Two-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, foul back into the screen. Now an even count to Leger, 2-2.
It's pitch number 80 on the night for Floyd.
Infield playing straight up, nobody on. Right-handed hitter. 2-2 from Floyd. Again, just staying alive. Leger gets a piece. Still 2-2. Fans, Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Popped up foul back behind us. It'll catch the roof. And it's still 2-2. Good news out of Baton Rouge today. LSU football with their annual National L Club spring game. I get word the Tigers won, Bill.
It is great news. Glad to see that Coach Kelly has 2023 off to a great start.
2-2 pitch to Leger. A little bouncer towards short. Thompson coming in, circles around it, throws to first. That'll do it for Ole Miss. However, they get on the board. Tigers give up 3 runs on 2 hits, highlighted by a 3-run blast to center field for Kemp Alderman. It's a 7-3 ball game. Tigers with the lead. 4, 5, and 6 due up for LSU. White, Thompson, and Beloso when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now, there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tommy White leads it off for LSU in the first pitch. A little swinging bunt, third base side, charging in. Leger got it with the glove, and on the transfer, lost the baseball. And Tommy White will arrive safely at first base, and the Tigers get the leadoff man aboard to start the top of the 7th inning. Tigers last night took game 1 by a final of 7-3 over Ole Miss. We sit here in the top of the 7th. It's a 7-3 ball game. Tigers jumped on the Rebels early, led 7-0. Kemp Alderman, though, with a 3-run homer there in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Made it a 4-run game. So with White at first, Thompson swings at a breaking ball, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Thompson today 0 for 3, a strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out. Looking to put the bat on the ball here. Tigers certainly looking for more runs on the road in conference play. Pitch to Thompson that stays away from the breaking ball. Got away from Harris as White started to move to second, but wisely Coach Wanaka says, get back over here. Tommy White does.
Well, Ole Miss charged with another error there, although again possibly could have been a hit for White. That was a tough play for Leger, but they give him the error. That's 4 errors now for Ole Miss in this series.
1-1. Thompson showed bunt, pulled it back, but it's a strike across the plate. Jordan behind now 1-2.
Ole Miss entered the weekend leading the SEC in fielding percentage at .982, but they had 3 errors last night. Leger charged with 1 here.
Well, they didn't want to give LSU too many hits. Yeah. Here's the 1-2. Thompson swings and misses. Down on strikes for the first time today, and there's 1 gone as Tolbert out of relief. It's his 3rd punch out of the day. And we'll see Cade Beloso. Beloso took Tolbert deep to the tree line in right last time up in the 5th inning. A solo shot. Caught looking in the 3rd and aboard on a walk back in the 1st inning.
Now, Tolbert and Nichols, the 2 relievers, deserve a lot of credit for keeping Ole Miss in this game.
Breaking ball misses low to Beloso. 1-0. Sure, there were a lot of Tiger fans at Death Valley today for the National L Club spring game, probably on their way home, probably headed to do something on this Saturday afternoon. Glad you could join us to finish up this LSU baseball game. Game 2 of this series. Beloso fouls this one off. Evens a count 1-1.
Tolbert, again, making his first appearance in a league game this year. Has gone now 2 1/3 innings. He's only allowed the solo home run to Beloso.
With one out, here's a swing. Slow bouncing ground ball. They had the shift on, and Gonzalez, who was playing behind second base, coming over to his right. He gets to the ball, but no play. He'll put it in his pocket. Perfectly placed on the ground ball by Beloso. Infield single will put runners first and second. So Beloso not known for hitting against the shift, but a good job there by the fifth-year senior. And now we'll see Jared Jones. Again, Jared Jones, the freshman, been so important, especially in SEC weekends most of the time this year. Looking for his first hit of this series. First pitch to Tolbert. Stayed away from a breaking ball. That's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Jones today struck out in the first, ground out in the third, flew out to right field in the fifth inning. Pitch, breaking ball. Knocked in the air, right center field. Going back to the track, to the wall. It'll take a bounce right in front of the pitch clock. And again, LSU caught up. Little base running miscue, but Beloso able to get back to second base. Beloso full speed around second. Thought maybe Tommy White would head home. Tommy said, I'm not doing that. Beloso almost halfway between second and third. Coach Jordan said, get back to second. Cade able to do so. So the base is loaded here for LSU. And congratulations to Jared Jones, his first hit of the series, and a big one there. So now the base is loaded with one out.
Yeah, Jones was 0 for 7 before that single. That's got to be the longest single in the history of baseball. It's a hit deep to the right center field, but the runners were cautious because they were afraid it could be caught.
First swing off the bat. Pearson popped up down the line in left. Coming over is Gonzalez, the shortstop, in fair territory. He will have it for out number 2. So quick delivery by Tolbert, and a fly ball out to Pearson in shallow left. And now with 2 gone, bases still loaded. LSU leading 7-3, but a prime opportunity here. With Hayden Travinski coming to the plate. Hayden 0 for 2, aboard on a walk in the second. He's got a fly out to center in the third and a ground out in the fifth inning. First pitch to Travinski. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1.
And really a tough break for the Tigers, man. That Jones hit should have driven in a run. Instead, the Tigers have the bases loaded with 2 outs now. Travinski with a big time opportunity, though.
The 0-1 pitch. Miss low and outside. 1-1 to Travinski. Tolbert from the stretch, the 1-1. Off speed, but then on the hands and a little high. Rebel fans don't like the call, but it looked like ball 2 to me. Not that they care, but it's 2-1. Bases loaded. Pitch to Travinski. Almost caught him. Spun him out of the way. Quick moves with the feet by Hayden to get out of the way there, and it's 3-1. That one for sure was ball 3.
Good discipline here by Travinski. And give the Tigers an opportunity to score.
3-1. Back up the middle. Comes off the leg of Tolbert, rolls all the way to foul territory, third base side. White will score. Everybody's safe, and the Tigers add 1 to make it 8-3. And that one came off hot on the bat of Travinski and right off the lower leg of Tolbert. And went immediately towards the Ole Miss logo, foul territory, third base side. Nobody could get to it. Tolbert tracked it down. White was already home. Everybody running with 2 outs, and the bases remain loaded as Gavin Dugas now comes to the plate.
A big run there and a big time RBI for Hayden Travinski, his first hit this season in an SEC game.
Pitch to Dugas. Strike on the inside corner. Again, that's where they have made their living against Gavin today, who's been caught looking on 2 occasions, one in the first, one in the fourth. Aboard on a walk in the second. The 0-1 ground ball on a breaking pitch, and it's foul third base side. And Gavin falls behind 0-2.
Dugas back in the lineup this weekend after missing the final 2 games of the Kentucky series and the game on Tuesday night against UL Lafayette.
So the baseball gods did not allow LSU to score a run on the deep shot to right center. But they pay it back with a ricochet comebacker off the leg of Tolbert. They get the run nonetheless. That pitch missing to Dugas. 1-2.
Dugas 1 hit in this series. He had a double in the 3rd inning last night.
Tolbert's pitch, breaking ball, way out in front, down the line, foul. Dugas wanted that one.
Ole Miss has a lefty in his bullpen right now warming. Jackson Kimbrell is the reliever.
(8-3) LSU leads. Bases loaded. Breaking ball called. Strike 3 on the inner half. Caught looking for the 3rd time. Gavin Dugas. Tolbert somewhat able to wiggle off the hook, but not quite enough. They do get 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error committed by Ole Miss. Tigers make it 8-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch it out here at Swayze Field. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
My husband had a gun. Him and his friends would go shooting. The ammunition, unfortunately, was not stored separately. In a million years, we never thought that Emily could. There's a hole in our family that can never, ever be filled.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place where people are coming together.
I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views, beliefs, and experiences connect through conversation, and it feels good.
This conversation gives me hope.
It gives me a lot of hope, too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together. Start a conversation at lovehasnolabels.com/one small step. A message from StoryCorps, Love Has No Labels, and the Ad Council.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
8-3 LSU. Bottom of the 7th inning. Ole Miss leads it off with Will Furness. 7, 8, and 9 due up. Furness, Chatinier, and McCants bottom of the order. Ty Floyd remains out there going for this extended outing here. Off to a great start. A little shaky there in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a swing and a miss to even the count to Furness. 1-1, but without question, exactly what LSU and Jay Johnson looking for today from their Game 2 starter here on the road. Pitch down in the dirt. Got away from Travinsky. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count to Furness.
Tigers with a defensive change. Ben Napolt is now at second base, replacing Gavin Dugas. Napolt, of course, an excellent defensive player.
1-2. Swing, foul, tip, but in the mid of Travinsky. And Ty Floyd starts the inning off with his 6th Super One Food strikeout of the day. And there's 1 gone.
And now Floyd has tied his season-long outing. He's thrown 6 in the 3rd innings. He also threw 6 in the 3rd in that win over Arkansas at the end of March. So he's trying to go as deep as he's gone all season here.
First delivery, Chatinier low and away. Fastball makes it 1-0. Again, we've seen Ty Floyd today consistently 93, seen 94, seen 95. He's really throwing the ball well. The 1-0, high and inside, backs up Chatinier. It's 2-0.
In fact, Ty's career-long outing is that 6 in the 3rd innings against Arkansas and tied here today, so he has an opportunity to exceed it.
2-0, slap and foul back behind us. Moves the count 2-1. When the Tigers win, fans, you win. Enter promo code LSU50 the day after an LSU baseball win. You'll receive 50% off your online order. PapaJohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. There's a strike on the outside corner. Nicely placed by Floyd to even the count now to Chatinier. 2-2. Back here tomorrow, game 3. Weather maybe not as nice, but should be a nice afternoon for a 1:30 start. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted foul again. Chatinier stays alive with a 2-2 count.
And this outing, if Ty can finish this inning, get through 7 innings, that would be just tremendous for LSU for the remainder of the game and for tomorrow.
2-2 pitch from Floyd. Swing and a miss. That's a good way to make it through 7 innings. 7th strikeout of the day. Chatinier can't find it. 2 gone. And we'll see TJ McCants. McCants 0 for 2. A ground out, and he was caught looking by Floyd. They'll move Thompson just behind second base, your Tigers shortstop. Ground ball down the line, grabbed by Jones at first base. Beautiful play by the freshman. Made it look easy. A one-hopper right at him. Dove towards the foul line, gloves it, steps on the bag, and another smooth inning of work for Ty Floyd and the Tigers. They go in order, do the Rebels. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We have played 7 here in Oxford. 8-3, LSU leads on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers! Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Move to the top of the 8th inning. Tigers leading Ole Miss 8-3 in Game 2. Took Game 1 last night 7-3. Trey Morgan leads it off for the Tigers. Morgan, Cruz, and White due up. First pitch, Morgan fouls down the first base line. Trey's reached base twice today, one by walk, one hit by pitch. As the pitch from Tolbert misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. They'll have the semi shift on for the left-handed hitting Morgan. This pitch missed off the outside corner. That'll make it 2-1 coming up. Fighting Tiger 10th inning show presented by Women's Hospital. Run down the final game line. Check scores around the SEC as this pitch just about caught the leg of Morgan. He'll stand up there now with a 3-1 count.
This by far is Tolbert's longest outing of the year. Remember, he'd only thrown on 3 previous occasions this season. He's now at 54 pitches.
Hitters count for Morgan. Pitch on its way. Hit foul out of play. Full count now, 3-2. Cole Tolbert, the right-hander. The payoff pitch. And again, Morgan. Spoils a fastball, way down the line, foul and left.
Rebels now with a right-hander and a lefty in their bullpen. Mason Morris, the right-hander. Jackson Kimbrell, the lefty.
Like the baseball was thrown onto the field out and left.
Meanwhile,
asking Alderman to go pick it up, toss it back. 3-2 pitch, again missed inside for the second time. Morgan aboard by way of walk. Leadoff man aboard for LSU. Third time he's reached base today.
Meanwhile, there's no activity in the LSU pen, which signals to me that Ty Floyd's going to come back out for the 8th and go as long as he possibly can, as Mike Bianco is making the walk out to the mound. And looks like he'll make a change. That'll be it for Tolbert.
Tolbert's day is done. Again, pretty good effort in relief after the Tigers jumped on Ole Miss early in this game, and starter Hunter Elliott. Tolbert again the third pitcher of the afternoon. They'll go to their fourth. A pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer here in Louisiana. Back to tell you about the new pitcher. Tigers have a runner at first, nobody out. They lead 8-3, top of the 8th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
Southern Air Heating and Cooling is proud to be an official sponsor of LSU Athletics. Their team of AC professionals have been serving the comfort needs of the people of Louisiana for over 25 years. Much like the fans of the Tigers, our commitment to Tiger Athletics and providing great service remains as strong as ever. Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Go Tigers!
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
8-3, LSU leads Ole Miss, game 2 of this series. New pitcher taking over for the Rebels. We'll tell you about that. Again, I just got notified via Twitter because, of course, that's where everything happens, Bill. Yes, I mentioned LSU football won today, but it was 32-32 in the spring game. So, but again, in my book, Tigers win, Tigers win.
That is a win. Wow, that must have been exciting.
I know it got off to a great start, for sure. With Morgan aboard on a walk, new pitcher taking over is Mason Morris. Dylan Cruz comes to the plate. Dylan batting 3 for 4 today. A couple of home runs, including a grand slam. He's got 6 runs batted in. Here's a swing and a miss. Pitch from Morris. Off speed away from the right-hander. Dylan falls behind 0-2. Dylan was a strikeout victim to Tolbert last time in the 6th inning.
Morris is a true freshman out of Tupelo, Mississippi.
This one a hard pitch down in the dirt, that breaking ball, and it looks like Morris wincing a little bit with his right arm. It appears to be all right, but after he let that go, he was favoring the right arm, but appears to be all right. That one a good 1.5 feet in front of the plate. 1-2 now to Cruz.
This big kid, 6'4", 225 pounds. Right-hander for the Rebels, making his 8th appearance of the year.
Morgan at first base, nobody out. Pitch to Cruz, breaking ball outside, and again, no, it's not wincing in pain. It's a routine that Morris has. After each pitch, he reaches down with his throwing hand and grabs some of the dirt, or at least scrapes the mound.
He has no decisions this year. ERA of 8.44. He's thrown only 5 1/3 innings.
2-2. Called strike 3. Dylan Cruz didn't like that call. Nonetheless, rung up to Morris. towards the punch out, one out here in the inning. Earlier today, LSU announced the 2023 Athletics Hall of Fame class, and what a class this one is, Bill Franquez.
Oh, absolutely.
And it starts with the highlight. Voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, headed into the Athletics Hall of Fame.
Very excited for that.
Tommy White stands in. First pitch, stayed away. They appeal, say he did not go around. Ball missed low. It's 1-0. Jim Karen Bonson, Al Coffey, Megan Falcon, Dr. Sam Nader, Nyla Shepard-Moore, and Danielle Mitchell. A great, great class going into the LSU Athletics Hall of Fame as that breaking ball misses outside to White, and it's 2-0.
Jim Hawthorne, of course, voice of the Tigers for over 30 years, called national championships, College World Series championships. Well-deserved honor. He is receiving a distinguished honor from the Hall of Fame, as is Dr. Sam Nader.
2-0 is outside, gets away from Harris, comes off the backstop, but not in time. Morgan trots on into second base.
Sam Nader, for over 46 years, was in charge of administering the LSU football program. The amount of lives he touched, just hundreds of young men that he helped develop, and he did so much to boost the LSU football program to where it is today. So congrats to Dr. Nader and to Jim Hawthorne, both receiving the distinguished honor of the Hall of Fame, and then the 5 other individuals being inducted into the Hall for their great accomplishments as student athletes and coaches.
3-0 pitch, misses low and away, so Tommy White going to earn a 1-out walk. That'll put runners first and second now for LSU. Yes, congratulations on the recognition for all 7 honored by LSU's distinguished Athletic Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame inductees will be formally enshrined into the Hall this fall on a football weekend. We'll have more details in the coming months.
Runners first and second. Thompson looks at a breaking ball, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Thompson 0 for 3 today. Pitch, swing and a miss. Chase that breaking ball, falls behind 0-2.
And Jordan's had a tough weekend at the plate. He's hitless in 8 at-bats so far this weekend.
Reach base back in the first inning by way of walk against Hunter Elliott, the Rebels starter. Since then, ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball. Thompson puts a bat on it, but sends it foul down the line and left, out of play. Still 0-2. When can I go ahead and submit my nomination for Bill Franquez, Kent Lowe?
I think we have to retire first, and I don't know if you
no. Forget that. Scratch that. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside. Good eye by Thompson to stay away from the breaking ball. It's 1-2. Forget what I said.
Okay, good.
Strike that from the record.
Yeah, you're going to have a hard time getting either of us to retire.
Well, that's a good thing. One out, runners first and second. Pitch to Thompson. Again, this time come back inside to the right-hander and get the punch out. So Morris trying to get Thompson to chase outside. Ahead in the count. Inside corner called, strike 3, 2 gone. And we'll see Cade Beloso.
Now for the younger generation, Al Coffey, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame, was a great football and track athlete at LSU in the early 1970s. Karen Bonson, of course, women's golf coach for over 30 years. Had the Tigers among the top programs in the country.
Pitch to Beloso, outside, hits the mid of Harris, rolls up the third baseline, not far enough for anyone to advance.
Nyla Shepard-Moore, a basketball and volleyball player at LSU, one of the all-time greats in volleyball, an All-American for LSU, led the Tigers to the Final Four on 2 occasions in the early 90s.
8-3 LSU leads, runners first and second. Pitch to Beloso, low and inside. They'll appeal down to third. Alex Ransom says yes, he went around. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Megan Falcon of women's tennis, one of the highest rated players in LSU history, an SEC player of the year. And Danielle Mitchell, NCAA discus champion for women's track and field.
1-1, misses outside, so now 2-1 to Beloso. Cade today 2 for 3. And a solo home run. Towering shot down the line and right in the 5th. Had a single in the 7th inning. Caught looking in the 3rd and aboard on a walk in the 1st. Morris, 2-1 pitch. Again, high in the air, down the line in right, coming over McCants in foul territory, and it's just out of his reach. Veloso stays alive with a 2-2 count. Fans, remember, if you love crosswords, then play Casino Crossword from the lottery. Top prize, $30,000. Visit your favorite lottery retailer, ask for Casino Crossword today. Your chance to win up to 30 grand. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Boy, Cade Veloso could really punctuate his day with a RBI base hit right here. He's been on base 3 times in 4 plate appearances.
2 outs, runners first and second. The 2-2 ground ball down the line at first. Grabbing it is Calarco on his back, throws back to Morris, covering at first to get Veloso for out number 3. Tip of the cap to Calarco, who gave up the body, diving into foul territory on a fair ball. Able to extend the reach, make the play, throw back to Morris, and the Tigers are finished. No runs, no hits, they leave. 2 men on. Still 8-3, LSU leads. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in Oxford on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. You out-salesman to the salesman. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll have the info you need to get more for your future. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to speeding past financial challenges, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning from Oxford. It's 8-3, LSU leads. As we told you, we expected Ty Floyd come back out for his 8th inning of work, start his 8th inning of work, and he does so. Ethan Groff atop the order leads it off for Ole Miss. First pitch, ball 1. Second delivery, breaking ball lifted in the air, foul territory, first base side. Jones coming over, and it's just out of his reach as he slams into the side wall. That one right into the first row of seats, just out of his grasp. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Groff, who today atop the order is 0 for 3 for Ole Miss.
7 innings on the day so far for Ty Floyd, his longest outing as an LSU Tiger.
1 ball, 1 strike. Groff open stance from the right side as Ty fires. Low and inside. Ball 2, 2-1.
Floyd has thrown 97 pitches in 7 innings. He's allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts.
2-1 delivery. Groff ground ball to third. Tommy White will snag it. Throw to first to Jones in time, and 1 gone.
Big first out there for Ty Floyd, with the very potent part of the Ole Miss order coming to the plate.
Jacob Gonzalez, the shortstop, 1 for 3, had a double in that 6th inning. Again, the 6th inning where Ole Miss got on the board. Ty Floyd really had handled the bats well until that 3-run homer by Alderman, as this one fouled back into the screen. And it's 0-1. Ken Thompson, Tigers shortstop, moved just left of second base. Napolt in at second, playing deep in the hole in the 4 spot as this one misses outside. 1-1 the count to Gonzalez.
Floyd's longest outing of the year in terms of pitch count is 108 pitches.
This one misses inside and low. It'll be 2-1.
And that was pitch number 101 for the Tiger right-hander.
Tigers jumped on Ole Miss early in this game, 6-0 after 2 innings. This one swung on, lifted in the air, foul out of play. Evens the count 2-2. Dylan Cruz got it started. 2-run blast in the top of the first. Added his first career grand slam in the top of the second. It was 6-0 LSU. They added one more in the top of the fifth before Ole Miss got on the board in the bottom half. Here's the 2-2. Skied in the air, shallow left field. Morgan now having to turn on the Jets, and he will come in and make the play. Thompson was headed out there. Good job of communication again. Thompson initially trying to call for that fly ball, but again had his back to home plate. Much easier play for Morgan to make, and he does so. So with 2 down in the 8th inning, they'll bring Calvin Harris, who's 0 for 2. Did reach base in that 6th inning by way of walk. Flags fully unfurled out in center field, blowing left to right. First pitch from Floyd, sent back foul into the screen. Ty gets ahead 0-1.
Riley Cooper is up in the LSU pen if needed. Right now, Ty looks like he's in good shape, at least to get through the 8th.
The 0-1 to Harris, misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jay told me in the dugout before the game. So what do you want from Ty Floyd today? And do you feel good about the arms you have for the rest of the weekend? He said, I'll do it in reverse. Yes, I feel good about the arms. And yes, I want Ty Floyd to give us his best effort of the year. Is that one somewhere missed? Maybe let her hide. It's 2-1.
That's exactly what Floyd has delivered at this point. Without a doubt, his best outing of the season.
Left-handed hitter and goes opposite field. Skies this to left, but again stays within the park. Trey Morgan has it, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Ty Floyd. Great outing today. Great outing here in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. LSU leading in game 2, 8-3. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Tigers. Jones, Pearson, and Travinsky after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Oh, man, I'm glad you're here. Sit down and visit with me, Mom. I'm making it all ready for supper with my family tonight. I can't wait to hug my grandbabies and pass a good time over some good food. Ooh, I better start my rice. You know, it seems like all the best meals start by cooking some rice. Cajun country rice, of course. It's what you gotta have when you're cooking with love. I pick it up down the street at the grocery store, and I can even buy it online at CajunCountryRice.com. Y'all stay and eat. There's plenty, yeah.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning, LSU leading 8-3. They have a 5-run lead, looking for more here. Trying to clinch yet another SEC series, this time on the road. Jared Jones leads it off, and the pitch fouled sharply down the third base line. Moves the count 1-1. Jones with his first single of the series, last time in the 7th. He's 1 for 4 today. Morris, the 1-1. Low and inside. Jones stays away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ole Miss with the shift on the left side. of its infield against Jones, but Jarrett showed in that previous at bat he can go the opposite way, hit that ball deep into the gap in right center.
2-1. The breaking ball missed inside. That's 3-1. Yeah, you have to put a little asterisk by that base hit by Jarrett Jones because it was a gapper to right center. 3-1 pitch, swings and fouls it off the leg of Calvin Harris, the Ole Miss catcher, who a little slow to get back up. Now home plate umpire Danny Crick's going to hand deliver the baseball back to Morris. He'll give the Rebel catcher some time to shake that off. 3-2 now the count to Jones.
It does appear that Ty Floyd may come out for the 9th inning. There's no action right now on the LSU pen. So we'll see if Ty is given a chance to collect a complete game this afternoon.
Mason Morris, 4th pitcher of the day for the Rebels. The payoff pitch to Jones, fights it off. A pitch in on the hands, puts it into the seats right side. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Our Lady of the Lake proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, champions for Louisiana. Check them out, olrmc.com for more info. 3-2, reaches out with a bat, slow rolling ground ball. Going to be picked up by Chatinier, and the throw to first in time for out number 1. Just a little check swing off the end of the bat. Slow roller in the grass. A good play by Chatinier, who was playing in the shift, to get over there and record the out.
It's been a long time since LSU has had a 9-inning complete game thrown by a pitcher. It's been literally almost 2 years. April 23rd, 2021 by A.J. Levis.
Josh Pearson to the plate, jumps on the first pitch, sends it foul, running down the first base line.
In fact, that complete game by A.J. Levis happened right here in this stadium 2 years ago on April 23rd. That was the last complete game thrown by an LSU pitcher.
Here's the 0-1 to Pearson. Low and inside, stays away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pearson with a base hit in the 2nd, a board on a walk in the 3rd. Strikeout victim in the 5th inning. Popped out to Gonzalez, the shortstop, last time in the 7th. Pitch for Morris outside. 2-1 the count to Pearson. Sophomore playing platoon with Braden Jobert for the most part in right field this season. He played left field as well. Another pitch sails errantly outside for Morris. It's now 3-1 to Pearson. Jobert got the start last night. Pearson today. 3-1. Hammered down the line, right field. This ball angling, and this ball is foul. Good pop off the bat from Pearson, but foul. He'll come back with a 3-2 count.
Now there you saw the evidence of the type of bat speed that Josh Pearson has. He can generate a lot of speed in his 5'10" frame. That ball went a long way, but just foul.
1 down, nobody on. 8-3 LSU leading. Pearson looking to reach base for the 3rd time, pick up his 2nd hit of the day. Mason Morris loads up, payoff delivery inside and low, gets away from Harris. It's ball 4, and a 1-out walk puts Pearson aboard for the 3rd time. 2nd base on balls offered up to Pearson. And now we'll see Hayden Travinski. 1 for 3 today. He got the start. And Alex Milazzo handling the catching duties for the past 4 ball games. Maybe getting a day off here again with Brady Neal on the shelf. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Add that depth to the catching position as Travinski slaps this one foul into the LSU dugout 3rd base side, and it's 0-1.
Absolutely. Getting Travinski into a game was important. Get him some reps behind the plate and at the plate. Had his first hit in an SEC game earlier today.
Here's a swing, and again fouled off the bat of Travinski. Falls behind early, 0-2.
That hit, RBI single in the 7th, extended LSU's lead to 8-3.
One down, Pearson at first. Pitch to Travinski and a breaking ball. He didn't swing, and it's a called strike 3. Got full, wasn't what he was looking for. Morris records the strikeout, his third of the day, and now there's 2 gone. And to the top of the order, Ben DePolt came in at second base for Gavin Dugas, who started the game. Dugas, a little struggle at the plate in today's game 2. It's 0 for 4. Did get aboard and score a run as DePolt bats for the first time on the afternoon. This will be his 40th plate appearance of the year. He's batting just 179. With 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch missing inside and low from Morris. Big right-hander from the stretch, fires and misses low. 2-0. Pearson takes his lead off of first, and the pitch to the plate. Missing again. Low below the knees, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Morris takes a long stroll around the mound. The pitch to DePolt. Missed high, ball 4. So Pearson down to second. DePolt walked in back-to-back base on balls. Runners second and third. We'll see Trey Morgan.
Ole Miss pitching has issued a lot of free passes this afternoon. Starter Hunter Elliott had 5 walks. Now a total of 10 walks issued by Ole Miss pitching.
First pitch to Morgan. Loaded the bat, gets away, missed low. Harris has to track it up the first base line, and LSU will advance runners. Pearson to third. DePolt down to second base. You look at the free passes you just mentioned, the fact that Ole Miss, if they had a bright spot, even in all their losses this year, it was defensively, but they've had 4 errors so far in the first 2 games. 1-0 to Morgan. Swung on, ground ball, scooped at first by Calarco, and unassisted, he will step on the bag for out number 3, and that'll do it. LSU comes up empty, no runs, no hits. They leave 2 men on. They still lead, though, however, 8-3. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for Ole Miss. Tigers trying to clinch a series. They'll look to Ty Floyd. Trying to make a complete game of it here in Oxford on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You Deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 9th inning here in Oxford. LSU leading 8-3 as Ty Floyd back out on the mound. Starts his 9th inning of work. Kemp Alderman at the plate. First pitch fouled back out of play. Second delivery, a breaking ball outside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers make a change defensively. Josh Stevenson enters the game in left field. Trey Morgan moves from left to first base as Ty Floyd fires the 1-1. Sent back foul by Alderman. Alderman today Started the game with 2 strikeouts, one swinging, one looking, and then got Ole Miss on the board with his 16th home run of the year. It was a 3-run variety back in the bottom of the 6th inning to make it a 7-3 game. LSU would add one more run in the top of the 7th to get ahead 8-3. Floyd fires, swing and a miss, elevated the fastball. Down on strikes goes Alderman for the 3rd time today. And it looks like Jay Johnson now on his way out as Ty Floyd going to finish the game with an 8 1/3 innings worth of work. He has been spectacular today. 111 pitches, 76 for strikes, 35 balls thrown today. And they'll call upon the bullpen here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th inning. Riley Cooper on his way in, so we'll take a timeout on the pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Tigers up 8-3, bottom of the 9th here in Oxford on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
You all know Powerball. You know him, you love him. Now there's a new way to play. Introducing Powerball the Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. But wait, there's more. Enter the second chance drawing for cool prizes like a VIP trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway and a chance to cross the finish line with $1 million. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, Riley Cooper was warming up in the bullpen back in the 8th inning, but good news for LSU. They don't have to rely on Cooper. It's a better sign as another left-hander, Nate Ackenhausen, makes his return after the hamstring injury. He comes in relief of Ty Floyd. This one swung on, slow rolling bouncer to third base. White comes up throwing, the stretch by Morgan in time to get Calarco for out number 2. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. So Ackenhausen 2-0 on the season, 1 save. He's pitched 11 2/3 innings. Again, hampered by a hamstring injury, but Coach Jay Johnson done a lot of work to try to get back into the rotation out of the bullpen, and here he is today with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. Ethan Leger comes to the plate, trying to keep hope alive for Ole Miss, down 8-3 here in game 2. Ackenhausen missed on the first offering, 1-0. Leger 1 for 3 on the day for the Rebels. So this pitch rides in high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Missed the outside corner. 3 balls and no strikes. Ackenhausen making his 7th appearance of the year, all out of the bullpen for the Tigers. 3-0. There's a breaking ball for a strike to make it 3-1. Three-one pitch missed high, and that will send Leger to first base on the base on balls. So with 2 down, bring what appears to be a pinch hitter and Reagan Burford, a junior coming to Ole Miss from Northwest Florida State. So Burford will bat for the first time this weekend in place of Will Furness, the DH. Burford with 31 plate appearances on the year, batting .161. Ackenhausen checks the runner and fires. There's a strike at the letters, and it's 0-1. Checks the runner at first base. Tiger left-hander shakes off one call, now likes the next and will fire, and going around is Burford. Pitch low in the zone, but he falls behind, 0-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Tigers trying to clinch their 5th SEC series of the year. With 2 outs, the 1-2 misses low. Gets away from Travinski and rolls up into the infield grass. That will allow Leger to make his way to second base. So Burford now looking at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ackenhausen trying to close the door here with 2 outs, runner at second, a 1-2 count, bottom of the ninth. Tigers lead 8-3. The pitch missed high, eye level, 2-2. Tomorrow's game 3 here at Swayze Field, 1:30 first pitch, airtime 1 o'clock on the Cajun Country Rice on Deck show. Nate Ackenhausen looks in, 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch. Hit foul down the line and left into the seats. Count remains 2-2. Ackenhausen coming in with a 1.5 ERA in his 6 previous appearances for LSU. Just great to see another addition back in the bullpen for LSU. Another 2-2 pitch, just missed the outside corner. Ackenhausen thought he had it. That'll field the count 3-2. Ty Floyd started the bottom of the ninth, strikeout to Alderman. Ackenhausen would come in, get a ground out from Calarco, then a walk to Leger, and now a payoff pitch. Ground ball, 1 hopper, backhanded pick by Thompson. Long throw to first. Morgan can't dig it out on 1 hop, and that will bring a run in to score as the throw got by Morgan. That'll make it 8-4. Going to be a tough play, and Thompson had appeared after making the backhand a couple of steps on the left field grass. Had a little bit of thought as to whether he could make that throw. So now with Ole Miss plating a run, make it 8-4. Wes Johnson, pitching coach, going to come out and talk with Ackenhausen and the Tiger infield here. As Chatinier will come to the plate. Quick talk from Wes Johnson. Trying to settle things down here. Go ahead and close this game down. So Burford, they'll give a single and an RBI. Judge for yourself. Leger scores, so now to the plate comes Chatinier. Pitch to the right-hander. Little bouncer back to the mound. Ackenhausen has it. Throws to Trey Morgan at first, and the Tigers clinch the series here in Oxford with an 8-4 win after a dominant performance by Ty Floyd, who went 8 1/3 innings today in game 2 of this series. And Dylan Cruz provided the early offense with 6 runs batted in with a 2-run homer and a first career grand slam, all coming in the first 2 innings of action. LSU picks up the win. They move to 31-7, now 11-5 in SEC play atop the SEC West. Ole Miss falls to 21-18, now 3-14 for the defending national champion.